गोपीजना भा गिरिवरधारी यशोदानन्दन व्रजजनरञ्जन यशोदा यमुनातीरावनचारी जय राधा माधव कुञ्ज विहारी जय गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी यशोदानन्दन व्रज जनरञ्जन यशोदा यमुनतीरावनचारी हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे लाउडर प्लीज हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे लाउडर हरी बोल मुंह खोलिए हरी मुखे म्हणा हरे राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे लाउडर लाउडर राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे हरि बोल। हरे हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे जय गौरानिताय जय गौरानिताय जय गौरानिताय जय गौरानिताय जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्रजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तर शत श्री श्रीमती डिवाइन ग्रेस अभय चरणारविंद भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी शिल प्रभुपाद की इस्कॉन फाउंडर आचार्य बेबीडी फाउंडर आचार्य सेवियर ऑफ द होल वर्ल्ड शिल प्रभुपाद की जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्रजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तर शत श्री श्रीमद शिल भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोस्वामी ठाकुर शिल प्रभुपाद की अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की नमाचार्य शिल हरिदास ठाकुर की प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवास आदि गौर भक्त वृंद की श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपिका श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरिराज गोवर्धन की ब्रजभूमि श्री वृंदावन धाम की मथुरापुरी धाम की पुरुषोत्तम क्षेत्र श्री जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की श्री नवद्वीप मायापुर धाम की गंगा मैया की यमुना मैया की भक्ति देवी की श्रीमती तुलसी महारानी की समवेत गौर भक्त वृंद की श्री श्री राधा वृंदावन चंद्र की श्री श्री जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्र मैया की श्री श्री गौर निताय की ग्रंथराज श्रीमद महागवतम की श्री पृथु महाराज की निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे all glories to the assembled devotees all glories to the assembled devotees all glories to the assembled devotees all glories to Shri Guru and Shri Gaurang Namam Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale श्रीमती भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी निति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवी गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देश तारिणे Ireland you got a person devotee अमज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपः कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरोः श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगण ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवास आदि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम हरे राम 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 हरे हरे. When we chant Namam Vishnu Padaya, so hands are folded in Kirtan. And when we say Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya, hands are raised. But here in prayers, our hands are like this. But they could be raised also. If you go to Mayapur and that side, when they start Jai Sri Krishna, immediately hands go up. Because Jai means Jai, all glories, Hari Bol, all glories, like that. And Namaha means Nama. I bow down. So it has to be, if not Ashtang Pranam or Panchang Pranam, at least Ekanga Pranam, folded palms, like this, Namaha. Mm. So many things are there. Similarly, in Bhagavatam class, before the class, they have prayers. So he says, what is that? Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Nashtaprayesh, no, before that, what is that shloka they sing? Narayanam Namaskritya. So that is understood. Namaskar. Narayanam Namaskar is going on to all. Narayanam Namaskritya. Naram Chaiva Narottamam. Nar Narayana all that. And Devim Saraswati Vyasam Tato Jayam Mudirayet. So Saraswati, Vidya Saraswati in Golok Vrindavan. We are paying obeisances. And then Nashta Prayeshu Abhadrasha, there is no Nama in that. It's just a shloka. Nashta Prayeshu Abhadreshu. All Abhadras will be destroyed. Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya. If you do Grantha Bhagavad Seva and Vyakti Bhagavatam. Bhagavati Uttama Shloke. Towards the Supreme Lord, Uttam Shlok, Bhagwan Uttam Shlok. Shloke. Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtiki. You will develop bhakti, which is Naishtiki, Nishtha, because anathas are over. So in this, there is no Nama over there. But still, um, the speakers speak, and we are keeping folded palms. Mm. So think. When I went recently, I think to Prayagraj, if I'm not wrong, His Holiness Bhakti Ashray Vaishnav Maharaj was there, I think. There only, I think, somewhere. So he said this one, Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswati Vyasam Tato Jayam Mudire. And then that third one. What is that? Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya cha Nanda Gopakumaraya Govindayana. So both are the obeisances are being paid. He skipped Nashtaprayash. Maybe he doesn't sing only, and that is perfect also. So lot of our practices go on without thinking anything. Just the way we have been trained from beginning, and that also the way we were trained, that is also lost. Many devotees just bow down and they don't chant only Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhyacha Patitanam Pavane. How many chant? First obeisance I chant. Throughout day it is office. Yes. Just bang your head on the ground. If it touches, touches. Doesn't touch, doesn't matter. Like that. So a lot of practices go on absent-mindedly. How many of you agree? Watch yourself. How much absent-minded you are in your own devotional rituals, and find out whether it's less than 50% or more than 50%. Is it less than 100% or 99.99%? Find out. It is homework for you only to do. Decide. And that shows then how can we chant properly? Because chanting is the highest prayer. In other prayers which are easier, isn't it? There we are not even knowing properly, absent-mindedly going on. So how can you be successful in the highest prayer? In all 10th class, 11th class exams you have failed, and now in IIT JEE entrance exam you are going to top. There is highly ridiculous proposal. First you pass your 10th, 11th exam, then we'll think about IIT JEE. That is very tough. Mm. Anyway, we trigger the students in such a way that they will be put to thinking. We don't allow them to be peaceful. Afflict the comforted and comfort the afflicted. So most of the students are quite comfortable. So to afflict them, it is a duty of the teacher. Anudvegakaram vakyam satyam priyam hitam chayat. Swadhyayabhyasanam chaiva vangmayam tapochyate. The austerity of the speech is should not speak in an agitating way. Udveg, agitating. Anudveg, not agitating. Satyam bruyat, priyam bruyat. Speak the truth, but speak the truth which is bitter in a very palatable way. Prabhupada writes, this is not for a teacher. Teacher can speak in agitating way, so the students will be inspired to study, go deep, like that. And certainly the speech should be satyam, truth, priyam. It's very, what do you call? Relishable, beneficial. Hitam is beneficial. Priyam is palatable kind of. Swadhyay, studying the scriptures daily. This is also austerity of the speech. If your tongue is uncontrolled, you will not be successful in studying Prabhupada books in the day. Also, your mind will be agitated if you speak a lot. That day is Holiness Bhaktivedanta Rukmini Krishna Maharaj is telling. One of the 6 things to control the mind is maunam. If you are not able to take the vow of silence, you won't be successful in studying the scriptures. Shut up your mouth. Let the Acharya speak. No, no, no. I know a lot. I will speak. Then you make Acharya shut up his mouth. You are speaking too much. So shut up your mouth and just listen to Acharya. So that is very much required. Mm. This is Satyam Priyam Hitam Chat. Swadhyay Abhyasanam Chaiva. Vangmayam Tapochyate. These are the austerities of the speech. So see how much we follow. Okay. So we began with powerful discussion. All are awake. So we'll before we begin with the last chapter for our this sitting of Bhakti Vaibhav course, 17th chapter. Yesterday we discussed which chapter? 15th and 16th. So something that you recollect from there. Which were the 15th and 16th chapters?
That till now I have not done anything.
Hmm.
So he is not willing to accept the glorification. He
Hmm.
says that while doing means by doing that you will also incur sin.
अपने सिन को पकड़ के रखा है अच्छे से ठीक है यानी सिन को सिन के पॉइंट को पकड़ के रखा है
So we should be realistic while glorification. Yesterday.
Yes. Be in the present tense. Whatever he did in the past and he is doing, that he can appreciate. Why to speak, Prabhu, if only this continues like this, I think you will be the GVC in ISKCON and mostly you will be the chairman of the GVC. And not for just 2 years, mostly for several years. So that don't speak in air. Hmm? Your head may be in the sky, but your feet should be on ground. Then you are grounded. Otherwise, you will fall down. So it should be realistic appreciation. Yes.
We were discussing about how king consider animal also is praja. Means he does not means he thinks welfare for animals also. One story you said that how
That calf getting injured, and the second
creeper story that gave his
I knew this point devotees will not forget. Somebody will definitely tell these 2 stories. Good. Our Prabhu, what is the name?
Abhay Govindas.
Abhay Govind Prabhu. Made it. Good. I got SMS by Abhay Govind Prabhu. Yeah, but that is from Bangalore. Hmm. Here is Brahmachari, he is getting married, Abhay Govind. So he's coming with his wife about engagement. He wants to seek my blessings. Like that. Okay. Hmm. No, your marriage is already done. Yeah. They got engaged. Sorry. Yeah, they recently they got engaged and their marriage is in December, it seems. You are already married with your guru. Yes.
You want to be you want to be Nityamukta, should not forget your eternal position to servant of Krishna.
Hmm. Yes. Hmm. Hmm.
Another thing you told that our
Is it on? Volume is less.
roles may change, but goals should not change.
Hmm. Hmm. हमें विलास दर्शन विलास क्या कौन सा विलास वर्धन प्रभु is ecstatic. Roles will change, but the goal should not change. Unfortunately, what goals we had in the beginning of Krishna consciousness, they all become hazy because of Maya, passion and ignorance. When goal becomes hazy, one goes crazy, and the devotee becomes crazy. Brahmachari become maha crazy, and they leave ashram because the goal is dhundala ho gaya, hazy, like that. So because of the roles, earlier his role was he was PTC devotee, humble menial servant, backup fellow. Now his role is his temple manager, TMC, or maybe president or department head. So because of the role, his goal of Krishna Prem became hazy and he went crazy. And then he went out and became busy in family life. Maya is very powerful. छोड़ती नहीं किसी को कितने भी बड़े बन जाओ जितना अधिक बड़ा उसके पीछे उतना अधिक होता है उसका पीछा तगड़ा एनीवे टेक केयर साधु सावधान यस एनी अदर
Wherever we go, there, what is the best thing we should offer to Lord? Remembering,
we should
I am
purchase it.
yeah.
Offer to Lord means if your Lord is there only, then you can offer. But otherwise, purchase it, bring it to your deities, and offer. Yes. It was in which context?
We need to remember Lord.
In which context? Context means here. Huh? Yes, whatever best they have. So Yamaraj has scepter, he gave scepter, and Varun has had umbrella, so he gave umbrella. Whatever best you have, should offer to the Lord. Any other?
You means I don't remember in which context it came, but when we hear to Guru, then he enters to our ears and enters our heart, and then he speaks through us. That was very nice point.
Yeah. Krishna, Guru is speaking now through your mouth. Krishna also enters.
Yeah.
Krishna Katha also enters. Shrunata Swakatha Krishna or Shrunata Shraddhya Nityam Gurunatascha Swacheshtitam Kalena. Shrunata Shraddhya Nityam or Shrunata Swakatha Krishna Punya Shravana Kirtana. Any other particular slogan?
Pravishta Karana
Pravishta Karna Randrina. This is very precise. Pravishta. Entry. Karna Randrina through ear holes. Swanam Bhava Saroram. Dhunoti Shamalam Krishna. And after entering in the reservoir of your, or what you call, in the pond of your heart, he starts cleansing. Dhunoti Shamalam Krishna. Salilasya Yatha Sharad. Just like autumnal rains. Yeah. So Krishna Katha enters and the mood of your Guru will enter when you hear from Guru. And it will come out through your mouth also. Some devotee in feedback earlier, some time back, he told me in your classes, you speak a lot about holy name chanting and you speak a lot about Vaishnava Aparad, being very cautious. Two things, no matter which class you give, somehow these things come up. Means apart from Prabhupada book reading. So like that was, he told. Then I thought about it. Then I felt that it is because I'm hearing my his Guru Maharaj, his Holiness Radhan Swami Maharaj. He speaks a lot about offense, avoiding offenses, how one should be cautious and all that. So then, because I'm hearing, then his mood also enters in the heart, and then that comes out automatically through the mouth without even my knowledge. But the audience, because they hear repeatedly my different classes, so they capture. Arey, last time also Prabhu spoke. Then before that also. Now also he spoke. He speaks this point anyway. No matter what the class, Bhagavad Gita class, Bhagavatam class, CC class, this point comes out of his mouth. So one devotee told me that these two things you emphasize. I thought, yeah, true. Then I thought about where does it come from? So from Guru comes. Yes. Any other? Prabhupada books also, Prabhupada stresses a lot on chanting. Harer Naam, Harer Naam, Harer Naam Eva Kevalam. And chant 24 hours. All that. Yes.
For king being impartial, you also give the example of Prahlad Maharaj and Virochan. How he didn't to
Virochan and one more Rishi Kumar was
Rishi Kumar,
in love with a girl.
another Rishi Kumari.
Any other? Jagdishwar Mohan.
Actually, Sutta, Magadha, and Vandi, they are although from lower caste, still they are trained how to glorify.
By Brahmins, so
By
they are
Brahmins.
enlightened people.
Yes.
So that Kshatriya father, Brahmin mother,
Mother.
Kshatriya father, Shudra woman, and all that combinations. Yes. Any other?
Although Prithu Maharaj tell them that you should not glorify, they continued glorifying
Why?
because he deserves that glorification. No. Future, they are Trikalagya there.
He will tell. Krishna Kirtan Prabhu. Sages have instructed. Acha means it is there. Not just acha. Ek minute. Abhi, where is it? Remember? Which sloka? I don't remember because so many slokas were there in that. Huh? Initially only 15th chapter. 16th beginning. He says, no, third sloka. We shall try to glorify you according to the instructions received from authoritative sages and scholars. Where else? In the purport? Which one?
First one only it is mentioned.
16.1.
Then again they continue to praise the king highly with exalted prayers as they had been instructed by the great sages.
That is directly there. Tushtu ushtust manastadvagam amrutaseva. Muni choditaha. Muni is by the sages. Chodita means having been instructed. So they had instructed them. Glorify. Don't stop. Yes. Yeah. Yes. Any other? Online? पर्जन्य मित्र का क्या? पर्जन्य सखा? प्रिय? ओके ठीक है. Some
Hare
adjective.
Krishna.
प्रिय सखा. Something. Yes, bro.
Please accept my humble obeisances, Prabhuji.
Humble obeisance.
So yesterday we discussed very nice points. One of the point I like the Lata wala jo point tha wo Prahlad Maharaj wala how king take care of his praja. He does not discriminate. Even Lata का भी ध्यान रखा है king his chariot.
Yeah,
दूसरा
but these
जो
points are covered by your friends.
So दूसरा point ये
Could you
है.
hear them? Did
Yeah,
you
है
hear your friends?
covered. But I like this point. और दूसरा point
Okay,
ये
you
है.
liked it. Good.
वो
सन
मुझे हमेशा confusion
आज के
होता था.
आनंद की जय या कल के आनंद की.
कल के आनंद की.
तो आज भी
मुझे
चल रहा है आनंद.
दूसरा मुझे कंफ्यूजन रहता था कि यमराज जो अच्छी सोल्स है वो कहाँ जाती है. तो कल आपने क्लियर किया, मुझे पता चला
थोड़ा
कि
पास में
यमराज
बोलिए या जोर से बोलिए.
यमराज इस मुझे डाउट रहता था कि यमराज है अच्छी सोल्स कौन कहाँ जाती है, कौन लेके जाता है. तो समझ आया. और धर्मराज तो युधिष्ठिर को धर्मराज कहते हैं और विदुर यमराज थे. तो दोनों एक साथ कैसे हैं, अलग अलग क्यों है, और सेम भी अलग है ना. तो मेरे को समझ आया कि वो धर्मराज अलग है. धर्मराज जो है वो पायस लिविंग एंटिटीज थी इसके लिए, और यमराज सिंफुल लिविंग एंटिटीज के लिए. मुझे कल पहले पता चली ये बात.
ओके, हरि बोल.
थैंक यू.
You are Mahapayas soul. Any other?
The king is also called Maharaj, and sage is also called Maharaj because he has conquered mind and senses,
Biggest territory.
which is bigger than any other.
Biggest, not bigger.
Biggest.
Biggest. Nothing remains outside the range of mind and senses. Certainly Krishna remains because he's adokshaja, beyond sensory perception. But at least as far as material world goes, our mind goes all over.
Also,
So that is conquered. That territory is conquered by a sage. That's why he's addressed as Maharaj.
Also, you're telling that Vacho Vegam sloka means who is capable of making Shishya all over the world. So Vacho Vegam Manasakro, the one who has conquered all these urges, he only is the adhikari to make this happen.
Yes. Good. And your point of yesterday, Chaya Dosha, Chaya, what is the beginning? Chaya Dosha, huh? Dami Chaya Dosha Shodhi. So 6 anarthas get purified. So they are not 6 anarthas of lust, pride, greed, envy, anger, illusion, but which anarthas or which faults? Atyahar, Prayas, Prajal, Punyama. Any other? Yes.
If you glorify Lord, then only you can go to Lord's abode. Like that example, embassy.
Yes, if you go to embassy, American embassy, and say, oh, America is a third class country, and never in the wildest of my dreams I would have never gone there. What to do? My senior told me, so I have to. So they will not pass your visa. They'll fail you. No, we don't want such a fellow in America. So only if you glorify America in your interview, then they will sanction your visa. Then you can go. So similarly, you have to glorify Krishna enough. Then you will be capable, qualified to go to Golok Vrindavan. Yes. Any other? Correct.
We can't glorify you like that. Bandi Magadas were telling, you have done so much of things you are going to do. You are the expansion of Lord only.
Yeah.
That's why we can't sufficiently
adequately glorify you. Correct.
And what glorification pleases the Lord? Even Vedas personified glories doesn't please Lord much, but Yashodhama's chastisement.
Correct. That awe and reverence is not so much appealing to Krishna. That why the sadhan bhakti and all that. There is one shloka in Chaitanya Charitamrita. I mean, there are more, but the tattva is told. Anybody knows? Aishwarya Shithila Prema Nahi Mora Prita. And what is the first line? Aishwarya Jnanete Sabha Jagatam Mishrita. So all Jagat basically repeats Vedas. So Vedas themselves are so much Aishwarya Pradhan. Oh, you are Paramatma, you are Parmeshwar, you are the Lord, and you are controller, destroyer, and design. All this Aishwarya so much, awe and reverence. Aishwarya Jnanete Sabha Jagata Mishrita. Aishwarya Shithila Prem Nahi Mora Prita. Aishwarya Shithila Prem Nahi Mora Prita. Aishwarya Shithila Prem. Okay, love crippled. Shithila is crippled. Okay. Love crippled. Okay. Prema because of Shithilta caused by Aishwarya. Okay, like that. Aishwarya Shithila Prema Nahi Mora Prita. So that love crippled by awe and reverence does not appeal me. Not really. So what was the point? You made the point, no? Glorification of Yashoda Mai is more appreciated because there is no Aishwarya there. And just like Balram, when Yashoda Mai was angry on Krishna and all that. So then Balram became angry and what is this? Oh, how can you do like this? You're chastising my brother. Don't you know? He's the supreme person Godhead. He's Bhagwan himself. And Yashoda said, okay, he's Bhagwan. And what are you? Yeah, I'm also Bhagwan. सब भगवानों का क्या मेरे ही घर में जन्म लेना था क्या? He is very clearly telling her that Krishna is God, Supreme Lord, and I am also Supreme Lord, both of us. And what is this? You are going to chastise him and me also. And she says, what? He is also God, you are also God. All the Bhagwans have to appear in my house only. मुझे ही परेशान करना था क्या? किसी और के घर में जन्म लेते भगवान होते, यानी भगवान तो है ही नहीं आप दोनों. So that's why it's very pleasing. Yes. So we'll proceed. Begin with the 17th chapter. Maharaj Prithu becomes angry at the earth. So for your kind information and enjoyment, आज के आनंद की बात है, ये हमारा अंतिम चैप्टर है, लास्ट चैप्टर ऑफ योर syllabus for this unit module. Maharaj Prithu becomes angry at the earth. Prithu chastises the earth. Where is that? 17. 4.17. 1 to 8. Vidura's further inquiries. A lot of inquiries in Bhagavatam. First verse. Maitreya Vacha. एवं स भगवान् वैन्यः ख्यापितो गुणकर्मभिः छन्दयाम् आसतान् कामैः प्रतिपूज्याभिनन्द्य च. The great sage Maitreya continued. In this way, the reciters who were glorifying Maharaj Prithu readily described his qualities and chivalrous activities. At the end, Maharaj Prithu offered them various presentations with all due respect and worshipped them adequately. So we should also, loving exchange means 3 things are exchanged: gifts, hearts, and foodstuffs. Dadati pratigranati. Giving gifts, accepting gifts. Guhyam akhyati pruchati. Sharing heart, hearing heart. Yes, he will speak, but he's sharing his heart, something in his heart. Then bhungte bhojayate. Foodstuffs, prasadam. In devotee's case, prasad. In the outside case, feast. That means some foodstuff. They'll invite in the hotel. I will sponsor. What they call sponsor? Sponsor, not sponsor. I will treat. I will give you treat. Come. So that means person knows I don't have to pay anything. I can just ask anything, and he will ask also. And even if the bill goes to 2,000, 5,000, 10,000, that person who has invited, he will pay. And that's how their love will increase. Then after some time, he may also invite him. Marriages means what? If you see gifts are given, isn't it? All those who are not getting married, they give gifts to the person, the couple who is getting married. And at the end, feast is also there. Those who are getting married, they are feeding all those who are not getting married. Yeah. And then afterwards, another marriage is there. So reverse role now. Payback time. Yeah. So those who were not getting married now, they are getting married now. So they will receive gifts. Earlier they gave gifts. Now they are receiving gifts. And earlier they were fed. Now they have to feed. Like that. And heart sharing is also there. Before marriage, it is between the two parties, the bridegroom's party and bride's party. They share heart, that our son had to go through so much of difficulties in childhood and this and that. Our daughter, she learned so many skills like that. And she's expert at this and he's good at this and all that. And so many talks happen, a lot of guhyamakyati pruchati. So that's how love increases, anywhere for that matter. Friends also in the hostel, in the room. Those who are roommates, they share their hearts. They may also bring some foodstuffs from home, cooked by mother. They'll give to roommate. Sometimes maybe some more friends, next room, next to next room, like that. And in my first year of engineering, Sunday evening mess used to be closed. That you also must have seen in your hostel. So I would not go only. This Katra dairy was nearest from Bharti Vidyapith College of Engineering. Nearest means I'm not sure how much, 1.5, maybe 2 kilometers. I would some days I ran and came to Katra dairy, drank milk, and went back. But then afterwards I thought it's not so worth so much go running and then drink just 1 or 2 glasses of milk and go back. Forget it. I'll drink water only instead of milk. So I was not going. But then because I started going for His Grace Radheshyam Prabhu's program every Thursday, and they started doing my follow in the hostel. So then my facilitator asked, so Sunday evening mess is closed, so where do you go for food? I don't go. Yes, sometimes I went to Katra Dairy. But, I just drink water and keep studying. So, oh, no, that is not good. So I will get prasad for you. I said, no, no, you don't worry. I'm used to it. Even in 11, 12, I was studying in Garware College, Deccan Gymkhana. There also, I would skip sometimes. I would purchase bananas and go to some bus stand or something. It's normal. And keep eating. Then some beggar coming and he's also begging. So I would give him also. Okay, chalo. Poor fellow, he doesn't have money. Like that. So not properly eating all full meal, rice, dal, sabji, chapati, Sunday evening. So then he started making halwa for me. His Grace Premnidhi Bro. He's in Radha Gopinath temple. So then he would offer to Krishna and he would bring in the hostel. And I would say, no, no, no need, Prabhu, don't bring all this. I'm used to it. So no, 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 you take it. If you don't want, you distribute to your friend. I thought, okay. And then afterwards, he would go away. I was alone in the hostel room. So I thought, okay, prasad it is. He has offered to Krishna. Every Thursday only I get prasad when I go for Adeshamrut program. Here on Sunday also I'm getting. So I would take little. And it was quite a lot of halwa. I would take little bit. Then I would go to all my hostelites, at least that floor. That was engineering boys floor. Ground was, I think, diploma boys. And second floor was, I think, MBBS, and third floor was Dent, BDS, BHMS, and all others, something like that. So then I would go to this floor because they're all engineering boys. First year we are kind of together in hostelites. So then I would go and they would tell, "Arey, kahan se mila ye halwa?" And those ISKCON people. I go there Thursday. So I told them no need. Sunday I don't take. So but they said no, 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 take it. They say, hey, don't say no. You take it and you give it to us. Now we are here. They would never come for Thursday program, but they told me, "You take it, accept it, and give us," like that. So they loved me because I would give them. I was not so much interested in eating, so they were very happy. Though they knew this fellow is going too much. Every Thursday is going, and nobody else goes in the hostel. He's the only one. So that way, I was odd man out in the whole hostel. Nobody was going. I was the only one. But they would love me because they knew Sunday he gets halwa or something and he distributes to us very faithfully. He doesn't eat the entire halwa himself. so, so if you just become little selfless, give gifts. I gave thousands of gifts to so many devotees. So many gifts people give me. My God, what not people give. By mistake while giving lecture, something you criticize, I get gift for that also. Like in one lecture in Adilabad, near Hyderabad, I gave lecture and said, this was long before. That time you might have seen in the train only near bathroom toilets there would be that plugging point for charging mobile, isn't it? Nowadays in every compartment it is there, but you remember those days. So I said, these people, I travel in the trains like anything every year, every month, 3,000 to 5,000 kilometers all over India. So I see this is people are crazy. Just for charging, they have that one point only, and so much fight goes on. Sir, क्या है ये अंदर हमें दे दो थोड़ा सा. आपने कब से लगाया यार मेरा एक ही बैटरी एक ही पॉइंट बचा है. Or it is discharge, all that. So then I said, these are crazy fellows. Without mobile they cannot work. And sometimes some fellows are so crazy they bring that multi plug-in point. What they call socket or whatever. You know that, na? Here also one can insert, here also, here some 2 3 points like that, and they are somewhat happy. Simultaneously 3 4 mobiles of 3 4 passengers. I told in the lecture only, I am having simple formula. As soon as I sit in the train, I check your SMS and all that, and immediately as the train starts, I switch off the mobile. Next big station comes, I switch on and see whether any SMS has come. Miss call to anyway will be gone. It's not registered, but at time button phones also. So if some SMS there, I answer. Again train starts, I switch off. So one congregation member, he felt compassion. Oh, Prabhu is brahmachari in saffron. He will feel hesitation to stand near the toilet for all that competition there. So by lecture ended at 9 o'clock. 9:30, he brought a power bank and he gifted me 3,000 rupees. So Prabhu, and I understand, for you as a saffron brahmachari, it will be difficult to stand near the toilet fighting with those crazy fellows. So here is power bank. You don't have to worry. Right in your place only, you can charge your mobile and you don't have to switch off your mobile. I said, Ari, this was never the point. So anyway, I came back from Adilabad. As soon as I reached here, I gave it to Vaishnav Samadhan. He said, take it. And in the same visit, that same host of that place, this was another devotee, host. He was giving me Jarni Prasad. So I said, just give it in plastic and that polythene. He said, no, 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 Prabhu, it will be cold, by the time you take. So he purchased that eagle, na? Eagle or which one? Milton, that hot, huh? Three-tier, what they have, no? What they call carriage, lunch box, tiffin box, whatever it is. And that was also 2.5 thousand, something like that. I said, Hare Prabhu, what is this? It is so heavy, heavier than the meal is this. He said, no, no, Prabhu, you travel so much in India, we feel bad that you must be taking cold prasadam just because you don't have a hot pot. I mean, it's this tiffin box. So this will help you. I said, thank you. So I also gave him some gift, small sticker or something. Then I came to Pune, I gave it to uh, some other department. Our Jagdishwar Mohan Pro will be in trouble, I think, because every time I go to Burla Wise, they give me big, big things. So don't worry, your gifts are with me. They are very intelligent. They know what our brahmacharis need. So accordingly, he gives. Last time they gave that pagaria. What do you call that? Speaker lecture we can hear. Put a memory card, so I'm using that for your kind information. And this time they gave me that what they call trolley bag which can be pulled, which I'm planning to use. So they don't know, no, brahmachari. He is himself a brahmachari, so they know what a brahmachari is. But grihasthas, they power bank, tiffin box. Brahmacharis are. They'll next time they are प्रभु ब्रह्म टिफिन बॉक्स देखा क्या मेरा किधर टिफिन बॉक्स किसको पता कहाँ गया. Like that. So anyway, why we went so deep? We went too far. Huh? Okay, he also. At the end, Maharaj Prithu offered them various presentations with all due respect and worshipped them adequately. Yeah, so give gifts. Devotee show me gifts. Prabhu, you gifted me this 15 years. I said, 15, I don't remember. Then they show backside, see, you have written here. That backside written part is also because ink and all, it's all, what do you call, blurred. Because it's not very clear. But I can make out, yeah, I think this is my handwriting. Yeah. Yeah, okay. He said, thank you very much, like that. So people value gifts a lot. So giving gifts, you can increase your love with anyone with these three things only: foodstuffs, gifts, and sharing heart. So sharing heart should not be done with Mayavadi. You have studied in NY, Bhakti Shastri. That should not be done. You have to know where to share heart, not with everyone. Some people can exploit you also. With seniors who are mature, who will not speak some of the confidential things to anyone and everyone. They will keep it to themselves, like that. So that we have to be careful of. Okay. So here Chakravarti Pad writes, in the 17th chapter, when starving people begged him for food, Prithu catches the earth who had seized everything, and in fright, the earth praises Prithu. Chandayam Asa means he satisfied them. This is Chandayam Asa is Sloka 1. So he satisfied them, their desires, by adequately worshipping them and also giving them gifts. But this chapter talks about starving people begging for food. Prithu, for that matter, chases earth, catches her, because she had withdrawn all the seeds, etc. And she, in fright, praises Prithu. These are gist of the entire chapter. Second, Brahmana Pramukhan Varnan Bhrutyam भृत्यमात्यपुरोधसः पौराञ्जान् पदान् श्रेणिः प्रकृतिः समपूजयत्. King Prithu thus satisfied and offered all respect to all the leaders of the Brahmins and other castes, to his servants, to his ministers, and to the priests, citizens, general countrymen, people from other communities, admirers, and others, and thus they all became happy. See, amanina manadena, always giving respect to others. Now, who is remained? All categories are covered, na? See, what all categories? My God. He satisfied and offered all respect to all the leaders of the Brahmins, other castes, his servants, his ministers, priests, citizens, general countrymen, people from other communities, admirers, and others is anyway said. So 9 categories plus others. In others, all other categories also come. So, see, this is how Supreme Lord Apani Achari Prabhu Shikhaimu Shabare. By his own lifestyle, he teaches how to respect everyone. And when he was so much glorified, he was not expecting that. And he said, hey, come on, don't glorify me. I have not done anything. I have just come now. After I do, then you may. So you see, Amanina and Manin. To the degree you are Amani, to that degree you can give Man. If I hold on to 95% of Man for myself, I will be able to offer respect to all around me only 5%. Because 95% I have withheld with myself. So only 5% remains. If I am holding on 70% Samman, adoration, respect for myself, only people around me will be glorified 30% by me. 35%, 30% I will be able to respect them. If I take 50% respect for myself, then only all people around me, I will respect them 50. Maybe Guru Maharaj 40%, and some other seniors 5-10%, 5-7%, and some other small devotees 1.5%, 1.25%. Altogether, basically 50%, because 50% respect I have held on to myself, and 20% respect I take for myself. 80% I'll be able to respect people around me. 0% respect I take for myself. I don't take only any respect for myself. I don't expect others give. I don't immediately pass it on to Guru Parampara, because it's glory of Prabhupada that I got garland. If I was not connected to Prabhupada, I don't deserve even chappal garland. चप्पल गार्लैंड मिलने की भी मेरी हैसियत नहीं, क्योंकि चप्पल गार्लैंड बनाने के लिए somebody has to sacrifice चप्पल, है कि नहीं? दो जो जूते होते हैं लेफ्ट एंड राइट, एक उसको देना पड़ेगा उसमें से। अरे यार एक दिया तो दूसरे का किस काम का, वो भी ले लो चलो, तो दो हो गए, है ना? तो अभी दो से चप्पल नहीं बनेगा, ज्यादा थ्रेड ही दिखाई देगा। सो सम मोर पीपल हैव टू सैक्रिफाइस इधर 1 और 2 ऑफ देयर थिंग। ओके चलो चप्पल्स तो आ गए, अभी सिलाएगा कौन उसको? सिलाने के लिए नॉर्मल what you get in Vaishnav Samvardhan, needle and thread, that is useless. You have to go to special Vaishnav Samvardhan in outside market, and you have to purchase, you know that, na? Iron one. Huh? Subha. Dabla. And in that you cannot put your normal thread. You have to have that sutra and all that powerful. And then next is you have to pierce that chappal. उसको हाथ में लेना पड़ेगा. Who will do all this? So I don't deserve garland worth of chappal also. But it's all purpose. So you take only zero respect for yourself and pass on whatever you get from others. You pass it on to Guru Parampara. Then you will be able to respect 100% people around you, because you don't take anything for yourself. So here you see, he is not expecting, he is not accepting both. He was not expecting, but still they glorified. And he's saying, Are, come on, don't, because I have not done anything. He's not accepting also. That's why he's able to respect. See, 9 categories plus others, which includes 90 billion categories also. So very nice example of Prabhu Maharaj.
Respects difference is that is depend on maturity. Means maturity means sometimes deha nata yatha yatha means whoever.
That is according to their levels. That is true.
That
yes, to Havaldar, constable, we may say Hare Krishna sir. To commissioner and all, we may say something more. We may give him Mahaprasad packet also. 7 cup burfi. An entire packet we give, in which how many? Around 9 pieces are there. 3 by 3. 9 pieces, so much. Generally we carry Mahaprasad of that. We'll give one, like here, how many are there? 3. Here exactly 9 are there. So let's say I want to keep little myself. So I will give one piece to each one of you. But that commissioner alone, I may give the entire packet of 9 7 cup burfi. All for him.
Subtle reason behind this.
Because he has Naradev, na? He is representing God more. More control is gifted to him by God over the, and he is also going to risk more for protecting the citizen, like that. That's for that matter only. Sanatana Goswami gave excuse of sick leave, and when the constable was sent by Nawab Hussain Shah, he came back and said, "Oh, what sick? He's completely fine. He's discussing Bhagavatam with 10-12 Brahmins." And Nawab Hussain Shah was shocked. He came with all his what you call personalities, ministers, soldiers. As they enter, immediately everybody stood up, including Sanatan Goswami also. Why? Because Prabhupada writes in the purport, he represents the Lord. He is appointed by the Lord. Same thing Rupa Goswami also told. Keshav Khan, na? Keshav Chhatri, when he was asked in Ramkeli, when Nawab Hussain Shah asked him, hey, who is this fakir or some great sage who has come? So many people follow him and all that. Who is he? Who is he? He's impressed by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And he's asking, Keshav Chatri said, he's some ordinary bhikari sannyasi. Some 2, 3 people are going behind him. Nothing so special. Forget it. So still Nawab Hussain Shah is not satisfied with this answer. He felt this is minimization of that position of that great saint. So he asked Rupa Goswami, Dabir Khas. Dabir Khas said, oh my dear Lord, this is the same Allah by whose grace you have been appointed as the king of the entire Bengal. And he is that same Allah. Really. And that is the time Nawab Hussain Shah gave order that nobody should stop him in his activities. Whatever he wants to do in the kingdom, let him do. Like that. But still, Rup Sanatan felt he is meat eater and all that. Anytime his mind may change, there may be danger for Mahaprabhu. So midnight they met him in civil dress and told, better you not be here for long. Like that. And Vrindavan don't go with so many people. Okay, anyway. So what was the point? Huh? The why the commissioner should be respected? Because he represents Lord. Like that. गौरांगेर मधुर लीला जारे करणे प्रवेशिला हृदय निर्मल बेलोता. The sweet pastimes of Gaurang Mahaprabhu, if they enter your ears, your heart will be purified and you will forget all anarthas. So I forgot the anartha of completing Bhakti Vaibhav course. In that Keshav Chatri, and don't worry, it is not anartha, it is artha for you. I have completed Bhakti Vaibhav. I have degree with me, so it is not still anartha for me. I am teaching it also. So how will I teach Bhakti Vaibhav if I consider it to be artha? Anartha. It will be anartha pravrutti, no? Anartha nivrutti should happen. So, I don't know how many of you understood. Don't worry, it is out of syllabus discussion. So it will not be asked in exam. We only afflict the comforted. If you find the students are quite nicely sitting under a fan, so we have to remove the carpet from below their feet. For that, we have to afflict the comforted, and we have to make some statement by they'll क्या बोला प्रभु ने अनर्थ ऑफ भक्ति वैभव कोर्स क्या बोल रहे फिर पढ़ा क्यों रहे फिर और इतना बड़ा चढ़ा के क्यों इसको एक्सप्लेन कर रहे. When Rupa Goswami wrote again Gaurangera Madhur Leela. So when he came to Sri Jagannath Puri Dham, so that time on the way he had stopped at Satyabhamapur and Satyabhama came, all that long story anyway. So there it was revealed to him, don't write one book only for Krishna's Vrindavan Leela and Dwarka Leela. These are 2 different moods, write 2 different books. So he was wondering who is that, and then he understood this is Satyabhama. After he came to Jagannath Puri, there also Mahaprabhu said the similar thing. So anyway, he wrote introductory verses for his, I think, Bidagda Madhav mostly. So there, he was asked to present in front of the devotees. So he presents the introductory verses, Tunde Tandavini Nath, all that. So there, I think Ramanand Rai glorifies him. What a verse! And there somebody said, I don't remember who says, but he said, no, what is the use of a bowman's arrow and a poet's writing if it does not penetrate the heart and spin the head? Swarup Damodar. Swarup Damodar. Yeah. So, you understand? If you release an arrow, it should not only pierce the heart of the person, it should spin his head. If you read Mahabharata, it is amazing. You'll find sometimes such powerful arrows were released. Then they would not only pierce and cause pain, but they would spin the head also. The person like Bhishma and even Arjun for that matter, they would be so much losing control, they would catch the flagpole. for support. Otherwise, they will fall down on the ground also. So that is how the poetry should be. So teacher should also speak in such a way. All the students should forget sleep. क्या बोला? Huh? Huh? He should spin the heads of the students. If there are 9 students, 10 I think now. So 10 students' head should be spun. It should be spinning. Like that. Anyway, we'll continue because anartha of syllabus completion is also chasing all of us, the teacher and students. Not anartha, artha, I think. In the second commentary, he writes, second verse, Shreni refers to sellers of oil and betel and others. Oh, second we are covered, no? Yeah. Prakrutihi means employed persons. He respected them all, saying sweetly, blessings to you. If I protect you, I will be serving you. So should give protection also. King in particular, he gives physical protection also. We as counselors, preachers, we give spiritual protection. Physical we do give, and not so much danger that physical protection is required, but spiritual protection is very important. The instructions. So the varieties of people which are mentioned are Brahman, Pramukhan, Varnan, Bhrutya, Amatya, Purodhasaha, Pauran, Janapadan, Shreni. So Shreni means sellers of oil and betel and others. Prakrutihi samapujayat. Third one. Vidura vacha kasmadadhara gorupam धरित्री बहुरूपिणी याम दुधोह पृथुस्तत्र कोवत्सो दोहनम चकिम. Vidura inquired from the great sage Maitreya, my dear Brahman, since Mother Earth can appear in different shapes, why did she take the shape of a cow? And when King Prithu milked her, who became the calf? And what was the milking pot? So many questions. How many of you, when those lines were read, I don't know, related to which sloka? That is all this question answer he has given in Subodhini. But where were this question? Why are these questions coming in his mind? In earlier, somewhere it must have been mentioned. No? Where was it mentioned? In Subodhini they are not given. Why is Vidur asking all these questions? It was mentioned. No? He is going to milk the cow in the earth in the shape of cow. Yeah. So you see, when that now yesterday our discussion happened there. So now how many of you today had this question? Are how did he milk the cow? Means earth in the shape of cow. And what was the pot? Who was the cow? See, none of us got these questions. Our only question is, will Prabhu complete the syllabus today? He has promised so much, advertised so much, that Friday will not have any class. But it seems he is going now too much elaboration. So different questions only. See, where is Vidura and where we are? Vidura and Dura. He is Vidura and we are Dura. Like that. Or he is Vidura and we are Vidura. The person who loses his wife is called as Vidura. Vidva and Vidura. The woman who loses husband is called as Vidva. And the man who loses wife is called as Vidura. So he is Vidura and we are Vidura. For us, our syllabus is our wife. No? So we are losing our wife. So anyway, so he is asking these few questions. Chakrodipa doesn't say anything. Fourth, Prakrutya Vishama Devi Krutatena Samakatham Tasya Medhyam Ayam Devaha Kasya Hetorapaharat. The surface of the earth is by nature low in some places and high in others. How did King Prithu level the surface of the earth? And why did the king of heaven, Indra, steal the horse meant for the sacrifice? You must have, all of you traveled. Brahmachari means travel a lot. Ideally, sannyasi is supposed to travel. Brahmachari, Gurukule, Vasan. He should reside in only Gurukul. But anyway, traditional Gurukulis, brahmacharis also would go to forest to get firewood, and they would also go to houses to beg alms to Mataji's Bhavati Bhiksham Devi, Hema, give some alms. So they would travel, walk basically. But sannyasis are supposed to travel. So you all have traveled many places in India, isn't it? So how many of you seen that ups and downs in the earth? If you go to valleys and all, so many, so many hills there, all varieties of things. You can see wonderful creation of the Lord. So the surface of the earth is not flat. But how did he make it flat? What exactly he did? So many questions Vidurji has. Fifth one. Sanat Kumarad Bhagavato Brahman Brahma Viduttamat Labdhva Jnanam Savijnanam Rajarshihi Kam Gatim Gatah. The great saintly king Maharaj Prithu received knowledge from Sanat Kumar, who was the greatest Vedic scholar. After receiving knowledge to be applied practically in his life, how did the saintly king attain his desired destination? Yeah, we could have question what Sanat Kumar said to Prithu. Like we may say, "Hey, that is for next module. For this module only 70." That we'll see next time. Like that. And after Sanat Kumar left him, then what did Prithu do? That may be the next module. In the next module it will come, or maybe next to next module. If it is there in syllabus, we will see. Otherwise, it's okay. So our curiosity is not that much. Atha Brahma Jigyasa is very less. And Atha Bhayankar Jigyasa is unlimited. What's happening in Iran, Israel? What's happening here, there? So we have to transform our heart. Entire body has changed. We had hair, now we have no hair. We are wearing shirt pant, now we are wearing dhoti kurta. Here, God knows what was there, amulet something, but now we have kantimala. So much change, external cross body change. But subtle body change is not so easy. Cross body we are 100% sadhus. And subtle body, how much percentage are we sadhus? Is mind 100% sadhu? Is our intelligence 100% sadhu? Is our false ego 100% sadhu? No, false ego is there, that is asadhu. If false ego is zero, then 100% sadhu. When His Holiness Bhakti Rasam Swami Maharaj was given sannyas, different senior devotees spoke. His Holiness Radhanand Maharaj spoke that Raghunath Das Goswami's instructions to Raghunath Das Goswami by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He asked through Swarup Damodar Goswami that Raghunath wants to know, he has given up house and he has come here. He is leading life of renunciation, but exactly doesn't know what to do. So then that Bhalana Khaivar, Bhalana Paribo, Gramme Kathana Shunibe, Gramme Vartana Kaive and all that. So then after telling all that, in the mind you Sir Radha Krishna and all that, and then Mahaprabhu says, Trunadapi Shunichena, Tarorapi Sahishnuna, Amanina Manadena, Kirtaniya Sadahari. If one should be humbler than blade of grass, more tolerant than tree, offering respect to others, not expecting any respect. In such a state of mind, one can chant the holy name of the Lord constantly. So Vairagi should chant continuously. And for that, he should have given up his false ego. For that only this verse is there. Trunadapi Shuni Chenna Tarorapi Soishna. No respect for oneself, zero false ego, 100% respecting others. Then it's 24 hours chanting, and that is Vairagi. These externals were earlier told. Balana Khaivo, these are all externals. Some gross body requirements, means gross body lifestyle. But the most important is internal. For the Trunadapi Shuni Chenna. So that is real Vairagi. Renunciation of false ego is real sannyas. Sannyas is not just shaving head and wearing saffron and accepting danda and some Swami, Goswami title. No, that is all superficial. Unless one has got these four prerequisites for chanting 24 hours of humility, tolerance, respecting others, not expecting respect, he won't be able to continue his sannyas for whole life. If gross body he has taken all this danda, shavan, head, saffron, he will give up all this if he has not developed subtle body qualifications of humility, tolerance, respecting others, not expecting respect. Wonderful talk Maharaj gave. That hit me hard. I don't remember who all spoke what there, but this few lines that Guru Maharaj spoke, they struck me hard. His Holiness Bhakti Rasamrita Maharaj also spoke something, which also I don't remember so much, but I remember this part. Then I understood what real sannyas means. Externals are superficial.
Prabhu,
Hmm.
we say in that vidyamcha avidyamcha means is avidya should all to be cultivated. So that concept means sometime we for Israel war or something. So we
For
generally.
preaching also we can know some things about it.
So what extent it is advisable
To
for
the
us?
extent it is required for preaching. Because it is nothing to do with India currently. India is not affected so much by all that. I told that day also. So, but for preaching purpose and some other reasons. It's like, you know, the story with Avidya is what? The story of Rishyashrunga. He was only given one side, education. Avidya was not told to him that there is a creation of God called as women. And there is a difference between man's body and women's body. Women look very beautiful. They don't have mustache, beard. Like all of us, we may clean shave, but still, if one looks carefully, they will understand, this person has good mustache. He has shaved nicely. But from our, isn't it? But female's body you watch, don't watch face. No matter how much you watch, you will never see any trace of beard or mustache there because they don't have only that, isn't it? She can be 30-year-old, 40-year-old. You will not find any beard, mustache, clean shaved lady of mustache. That is not there only. She doesn't get only that. So these differences are there between man and woman. That was never told to him. And that's why when these girls came, and they came as boys, Rishiputras, he was not knowing Avidya part. He knew only Vidya part. Avidya is not known. So then they were very clear what they are supposed to do, how to pull him out. So in the process of playing with him, as he had played with boys also, they just caught his hand and pressed it little bit. So it's not 22,000 volt, but maybe 2,000 volt. And he's feeling something strange. ये क्या है? This is not like when other boys caught my hand. These Rishiputras are very special. Some divinity is there. Because he doesn't know Avidya. So he's feeling divinity is there. Like that. And in the process, one or two girls embraced him also. So he got maybe 10,000 volt or may not be 22,000, maybe 21,000 or 20,000 volt. And he is feeling nice also. And he is feeling, what is it? So Avidya part is not known. So he got carried away. And his father in the evening, what is the name? Vibhandak Rishi, when he came in the evening, he could make out, Arey, my child is spoiled. कुछ तो गड़बड़ हो गया. He asked what happened. Rishiputras came. Rishiputra? He's wondering which Rishiputras. But he could not tell, no, because Avidya doesn't know. He can't tell they were girls. Boys were there. Rishiputras. They were very beautiful. And Vibhandak is wondering where from they came. Who came? Because he doesn't know anything. So, but then anyway he told, because in future it may get repeated. In sport, never play with them. You have nothing to do with them. Okay, like that. But then unfortunately next day again he went, and again these girls came dressed as boys, and they were so sweet speaking and all that. The qualities of women are given, na? They're very fine speech and all that, very sweet speaking. So then, come, Risheshram will play now. And he remembered father said, you have nothing to do with those boys. Okay, forget them and all that. But no. They're so sweet and they're inviting me. How can I say no? Little bit will play. Not a problem. And again the same thing. They embraced him and all that. So he's getting current shocks after shocks, electric shocks, sexual, sensuous shocks. And then that day though they had fully planned. They said, like we have come to your ashram to play. Why don't you also come? And you see our father's ashram. That is more beautiful than this. And he could not resist. They said, "It's just across the river. We have boat also. We'll take you there." And he said, okay. He thought just for 1 hour, 2 hour, I will go to their ashram. Their father and all will meet and play a little bit in their ground. Seems to be more beautiful. And then I'll come back here. What? It was permanent. Yadgatva Nanivartante. Poor fellow did not know because he was not aware of what avidya means. He fell prey. So avidya also has to be known. to some extent. Otherwise, very dangerous. Vibhandak very expertly avoided all that avidya part. Yeah, there was 50 kilometers around, there was not even smell of a woman. But that only became a trap for Risheshwranga. Prabhupada writes, Maharaj Prithu accepted Sanat Kumar as his spiritual master. Last line. 6, 7. Yachanyadapi Krishnasya Bhavan Bhagavatah Prabhoho Shravah Shusravasah Punyam Purvadeha Katha Bhaktaya me anuraktaya तव चाधोक्ष तव च अधोक्षजस्य च वक्तुमर्हसि यो अदुयद् वैन्यरूपेण गामि माम्. Prithu Maharaj was a powerful incarnation of Lord Krishna's potencies. Consequently, any narration concerning his activities is surely very pleasing to hear, and it produces all good fortune. As far as I am concerned, I am always your devotee as well as a devotee of the Lord, who is known as Adokshaja. Please therefore narrate all the stories of King Prithu, who, in the form of the son of King Vena, milked the cow-shaped earth. How much eagerness he has! Viduri Sombal, Vidurji. Aduyat means should be adhok, he says. Sanskrit some detail. Adhokshaja. Everything is born in this world comes from A to Ksha only. Just like in English alphabets, A to Z. In Devanagari alphabets, A to Ksha. A, I, I, U, K, K, G, Gh, Ch, Ch, D, Th, N, N, Y, R, L, V, Ksha. So A to Ksha, Aksha. And everything that we see around is born of Ak to Sha only. Aksha. That's why Akshaja. But Lord is Adhokshaja, beyond sensory perception. That's why it's called as Adhokshaja. 8th one. Suta Uvacha Chodito Vidurenaivam Vasudeva Katham Prati Prashasya Tam Pritamana Maitreyaha Pratyabhashata. Suta Goswami continued, when Vidura became inspired to hear of the activities of Lord Krishna in his various incarnations, Maitreya, also being inspired and being very pleased with Vidura, began to praise him. Then Maitreya spoke as follows. When the students are very enthusiastic, teachers also get inspiration to speak. When the audience is very eager to hear, the speaker becomes enlivened. He also inspired. Purport. Talk of Krishna Katha or topics about Lord Krishna or his incarnations is spiritually so inspiring that the reciter and hearer are never exhausted. That is the nature of spiritual talks. Vayam tuna vitrupyam uttama shloka vikrame yat shrunvatam rasagyanam swadu swadu pade pade. Which one? First canto? Okay, second. Vayam tuna vitrupyam. We don't feel satiated only. Uttama shloka vikrame, because you are glorifying the chivalrous activities of the Lord who is glorified in choice poetry. Yat shrunvatam rasagyanam, by hearing this, so much rasa and all that. Swadu swadu pade pade. At every step we experience so much nectar. Which one? 1119. Yeah. So we should be like that. A symptom of spiritual talk is that no one feels tired. Are you tired? By mistake he said yes. No? Okay, who said yes? Hey, nobody should say yes. How come we cannot go against Prabhupada? We're all Prabhupada's followers. Okay? So nobody should be tired. So we'll just take our class till 3 o'clock. We have Brahmachari class till 3, na? So I will make it easy. Till 3 o'clock if we continue. Then just from this door you have to enter that door where His Grace Balimadan Prabhu will give class. Okay, na? Because 3 o'clock is Brahmachari class. You should attend senior devotee Prabhupada disciple. And a symptom of spiritual talk is that no one feels tired. So neither me nor you should be tired. Okay? So we'll have class till 3 only. We can, if Prabhuji is late till 3:30, we will continue till 3:30. Okay, na? You're all checkmated. Did it spin your head? Then my teaching is perfect. If it did not, then I have to rephrase my words. Anyway, so now 9 to 17. King Prithu chases the earth in the form of a cow. So are you ready? Now running race, okay? You have to run with Prithu Maharaj. Don't run ahead of him, huh? Otherwise his arrow will pierce your body. क्यों बीच में आ गए मेरे और वो अर्थ के बीच में? पहले तुझे ही उड़ा देता हूँ. तो ज्यादा मत रन करना. हम्म? वो ट्रेडमिल मशीन का जो स्पीड है ना 15, वो ठीक है. वो पृथु महाराज के स्पीड से काफी कम है. तो आप उनके और अर्थ के बीच में नहीं आओगे, पीछे ही रहोगे. ठीक है ना? लेट पृथु रन अहेड. इज अवर टीचर, माय टीचर ऑल्सो. 9th one. मैत्रेय उवाच यदाभिषिक्तः पृथुरङ्गविप्रेर् आमन्त्रितो जनतायाश्च पालः प्रजानिरन्नेषिति पृष्ठ एत्य सुत्क्षामदेहापतिम् अभ्यवोचन्. The great sage Maitreya continued, my dear Vidura, at the time King Prithu was enthroned by the great sages and Brahmans and declared to be the protector of the citizens, there was a scarcity of food grains. The citizens actually became skinny due to starvation. Therefore, they came before the king and informed him of their real situation. In the purport, Prabhupada says, Varnashram Dharma is not a man-made institution, but is God-made. 4 Varnas, 4 Ashramas. Chaturvarnyam maya srushtam gunakarma vibhagashah. The citizens engaged him as king, saying, you are the protector. 10 and 11. Vayam rajan jatarena bhitapta yatagnina kotarasthena vrukshah tvam adya yataha sharanam sharanyam yah sadhito vrittikarah patirnah तन्नो भवानी हतुरा तवे अन्नम विधार्दितानां नरदेव देव यावन्न क्षामः उज्झितोर्जा वार्तापतिस्त्वं किल लोकपालः. Dear king, just as a tree with a fire burning in the hollow of the trunk gradually dries up, we are drying up due to the fire of hunger in our stomachs. You are the protector of surrendered souls, and you have been appointed to give employment to us. Therefore, we have all come to you for protection. You are not only a king, but the incarnation of God as well. Indeed, you are the king of all kings. You can give us all kinds of occupational engagements, for you are the master of our livelihood. Therefore, O king of all kings, please arrange to satisfy our hunger by the proper distribution of food grains. Please take care of us, lest we soon die for want of food. Very precarious condition. They have presented to him their real situation. He's saying when the people are perplexed in this way, they should approach the head of the government, and the president or king should take immediate action to mitigate the distress of the people. To the degree people are more in trouble, to that degree the person should take quick action. In the commentary, Jagadatipad writes, you have been created, sadhitaha, by the churning of the Brahmans. Therefore, tat, try, ihatu, to give, ratave, food to us. And you should not delay. Give us food so that we do not die. Ujjita urjaha means without food. You give us the means of livelihood. Varta patihi. 12th. Maitreya uvacha prutuhu prajanam karunam निशम्य परिदेवितं दीर्घं दध्यो कुरुश्रेष्ठ निमित्तं स्वन्वपद्यत. After hearing this lamentation and seeing the pitiable condition of the citizens, King Prithu contemplated this matter for a long time to see if he could find out the underlying causes. King should be thoughtful. He can take help of ministers also. Which spice? Ah. Yes, God knows how come. Maybe Pandurang Sharan Prabhu was supposed to be the head of those spies. Without head, they were. Sometimes things happen like that. So king should think. So we should think and do. Think before you do, or what they say, look before you leap. छलांग मारो. छलांग मार दिया. अरे पहले देखो कहाँ मारना है छलांग. टेरेस पे तो टेरेस पे से नीचे छलांग मारा. उधर नहीं छलांग मारना था. टेरेस के इधर इस साइड पे थोड़ा छलांग मारने को बोला था. उसने सोचा ही नहीं कुछ. तो थिंक, जस्ट डोंट एक्ट. Commentary. He discerned, though I was made king, I will use the fourth method punishment against the earth who is hiding the seeds. Bhumehi means at the earth. Now that is for 12th, and we did not, that is for 13th. Our 13th is remaining here. Iti vyavasito buddhya pragruhita sharasanah sandadhe vishikham bhumehe क्रुद्ध स्त्री पुरः यथा. Having arrived at a conclusion, the king took up his bow and arrow and aimed them at the earth, exactly like Lord Shiva, who destroys the whole world out of anger at the time of devastation, pralay time, not before that. So at the earth is bhumehe. Punishment he decided for earth, no other way. Sam dam danda will not work. Sam dam bhed will not work. Danda only. 14. Pravepamana dharani निशाम्योदाद युधम च तम गौ सत्यपाद्रव भग भग द्रव गीता गौ सती अपाद्रवद्भीता मृगीव मृगयद्रुता Gayudruta. When the earth saw that King Prithu was taking his bow and arrow to kill her, she became very much afraid and began to tremble. She then began to flee, exactly like a deer which runs very swiftly when followed by a hunter. Being afraid of King Prithu, she took the shape of a cow and began to run. The earth was like a deer followed by Druta, a hunter. 15. Tam anvadhavat tadvanyaihi कुपितो अत्यरुणेक्षणः क्षरं धनुषि सन्धाय यत्र यत्र पलायते. Seeing this, Maharaj Prithu became very angry and his eyes became as red as the early morning sun. Placing an arrow on his bow, he chased the cow-shaped earth wherever she would run. Tad means then. 16. Sadisho vidisho devi रोदसी चान्तरं तयोः धावन्ति तत्र तत्रैनं ददर्शानुद्यतायुधम्. The cow-shaped earth ran here and there in outer space between the heavenly planets and the earth, and wherever she ran, the king chased her with his bow and arrows. I believe there is a photo of this. Not sure whether in this volume it is there or not. No, in this not there. Some places it is there. Chakratipad. She fled in heaven and earth, Rodasi, and between them, in the Antariksh, she saw Prithu with raised weapon behind her, Anu. 17. Loke navindata tranam vainyan mrutyo riva prajaha trasta tada nivavrutte rudhayena viduyata. Just as a man cannot escape the cruel hands of death, the cow-shaped earth could not escape the hands of the son of Vena. At length the earth, fearful, her heart aggrieved, turned back in helplessness. She faced Prithu, Nivavrute. If you chase after a miss, not to compare with this, but just to give some. If you chase after a pig and pig runs and all that. And let's say the pig, to rescue himself, enters in this classroom, door gets closed, and you also enter inside. And the pig finds now, here there is window only, jumping will be death only. So what will pig do? Will turn around and attack back on you. Because there is no other option. Till now it was defending, but now it will go in the zone of offending. That is pig. Here it is not pig, it is earth. Bhumata, in the form of Gomata. So she understood he is the Supreme Lord. No matter how much ever I run, in Tribhuvan also I run, he will be able to chase me after. So there is no point in trying to run unnecessarily. Shrama evahi kevalam. All this labor of running, exhaustion, that is not required. Better I surrender. So she turned around and surrendered. And she will tell the reasons, Earth's reasons not to be killed. That is 18 to 21. We'll see after. Yeah, he knows, no, she's not cow. She's Bhumata. No, that he will give also, I think. In this chapter only it will come. We'll see after the break. We'll take break. We'll meet after 15 minutes. Hare Krishna. Protected. She reminded King Prithu that not only was he an incarnation of God, but he was situated as the king of the earth as well. Therefore, his duty was to excuse her. 19th. Sattvam jighamsase kasmad dīnānām akrutakiļbiṣām aha nishyat katham yosham dharmagya iti yo matah. The cow-shaped earth continued to appeal to the king. I am very poor and have not committed any sinful activities. I do not know why you want to kill me. Since you are supposed to be the knower of all religious principles, why are you so envious of me? And why are you so anxious to kill a woman? Purport. The earth appealed to the king in two ways. A king who knows religious principles cannot kill anyone who has not committed sinful activities. Apart from this, a woman is not to be killed, even if she does commit some sinful activities. Since the earth was innocent and was also a woman, the king should not kill her. Her reasons are valid in that way. Ahanishat stands for Hanishyati. How has Prabhupada translated Ahanishat? Would kill. Anishtati means twentieth. Praharanti na vai strishu krutagah swapi jantavah kimuta twadvidha rajan karunadina vatsalaha. Even if a woman does commit some sinful activity, no one should place his hand upon her. And what to speak of you, dear king, who are so merciful. You are a protector and you are affectionate to the poor. And recently, one Mataji met me, married young girl, 21-year-old, I think. She married 3 years back also. She was telling her, this is in Odisha, how she was in love with a boy. So then they got married and he was addicted to drinking. So then before marriage they were having love affair. So she told, this is not good, you should give up. So he gave up. And after marriage also 3-4 months, I think he was okay. But then his father only is, what you call, very severe drunkard. So again this husband started drinking and drinks like, and every night he comes drunk and he beats her like anything, very severely. Now they have daughter 2 years old. In front of that 2-year-old daughter also, he beats his wife like anything. So here it is said, woman, even if a woman does commit some sinful activity, no one should place his hand upon her. That's a culture that we have, but unfortunately, uncultured people are barbaric, they are animalistic, and do all this kind of thing. 21st. Mam vipatya jaram navam yatra vishvam pratishthitam atmanam cha prajaschemaha kathamam bhasibdhasyasi. The cow-shaped earth continued, My dear king, I am just like a strong boat, and all the paraphernalia of the world is standing upon me. If you break me to pieces, how can you protect yourself and your subjects from drowning? In purport, Prabhupada writes, if a planet is destroyed, it must fall into the water of Garbha. Now, two explanations. She's like a boat, na? So now if this planet Earth collapses, everything will fall in Garbhodak Sagar. So that's why Earth can be compared to boat. And another also, outer space may be compared to an ocean of air, and each and every planet is floating on it just as a boat or island floats on the ocean. So the air can be compared to water in that sense. So it's an ocean of air, and in that every planet is like an island. Like in oceans, we have islands. Like Sri Lanka. And Sri Lanka is not called island, I think, it's somewhat bigger. But smaller patch of land is called as island. So likewise in the space, in that ocean of air, each planet is like an island. So that way Earth planet is a boat. Comment Chakrutipad writes, breaking this strong boat, how will you hold up the beings in the water? If I die, then everything will sink in the Garbhodak ocean. Isn't it? She is the protector of all the living beings on her body, on her surface. If she only dies in Garbhodak Sagar, then everybody will die. King is after earth punishing her only for the sake of citizens. So citizens will, by this action, will die. And he will be the cause of their death. Now at least earth seems to be the cause of citizens' death. But then he will become the cause of citizens' death. So she is trying to enlighten him, giving him different facts she is telling. So 18 to 21, Earth's reasons not to be killed. Now 22 to 27, these 6 verses, Prithu's counter arguments to the Earth. So she gave her reasons 18, 19, 20, 21, around 4 verses. So now in 7 verses, he will counter argue with the Earth. 22nd. Puruthur uvacha vasudhe tvam vadhishyami matshasana parang mukhim bhagam barihishi yavrangte natanoti chano vasu. King Prithu replied to the earth planet, My dear earth, Vasudhe, Sambodhan, calling, isn't it? Vasudha becomes Vasudhe. Tvam vadishyami. You have disobeyed my orders and rulings. Mat shasana parang mukhin. You have turned away your face from my ruling, my orders, instruction. In the form of a demigod, you accepted your share of the yajnas we performed. Bhagam barishi yavrangte. But in return, you have not produced sufficient food grains. Na tanoti. Tanoti is does deliver, does not deliver. Na tanoti. For this reason, I must kill you. Tvam vadishyami. You took your share. When he performed sacrifice, she took her share. But she is not giving in return sufficient food grains. Purport. The cow-shaped earth planet submitted that she not only was a woman, but was innocent and sinless as well. Thus she argued that she should not be killed. Besides, she pointed out that being perfectly religious minded, the king could not violate the religious principles that forbade killing a woman. In reply, Maharaj Prithu informed her that first of all, she had disobeyed his orders. This was her first sinful activity. Secondly, he accused her of taking her share of the yajna sacrifices but not producing sufficient food grains in return. So she is saying she is sinless, but he is saying, no, you are sinful. You took your, no, you disobeyed my orders, so you are sinful. Chakravarti Pad says, in the sacrifice, Barhishi, you, as a Devata, accepted your share. You did not give wealth, etc. Vasu. Barishat, King Barishat, Pracheni Barishat, isn't it? He also did lot of yajnas. Barhishi means sacrifice. 23rd. Yavasam jagdhyanudinam naiva. Yavasam jagdhyanudinam नैवद्योग्ध्यौधसंपयः तस्यामेवं हि दुष्टायां दंडो नात्र न शस्यस्ते. Although you are eating green grass every day, yavasam, anudinam, jagdhanyu, jagdhi is you. Sorry, you eat. Although you are eating green grass every day, you are not filling your milk bag. Na eva daugdho dhasam payaha. Not filling your milk bag with milk. Since you are willfully committing offenses, tasyam eva hi dushtayam, it cannot be said that you are not punishable due to your assuming the form of a cow. Dando na atra na shasyate. No. So, eating green grass every day, not filling your milk bag with milk. How can you not be willingly committing offenses? How are you not? A cow eats green grasses in the pasture and fills her milk bag with sufficient milk so that the cow herdsmen can milk her. Yajnas, sacrifices, are performed to produce sufficient clouds that will pour water over the earth. The word payaha can refer both to milk and to water. As one of the demigods, the earthly planet was taking her share in the yajnas, that is, she was eating green grass. But in return, she was not producing sufficient food grains, that is, she was not filling her milk bag. Prithu Maharaj was therefore justified in threatening to punish her for her offense. Chakradipad writes, as a cow, you eat grass, but you do not fill the udder or give dogdhi, milk. Duhu is used to mean full, as in, I am full in my desires among men. For such an offender, tasyam, punishment is suitable. So he's counter arguing. 24th. Tvam khalu oshadhi bijani praksrushtani swayambhuva न मुञ्चसि आत्मरुद्धानि माम अवज्ञाय मंदधिः. You have so lost your intelligence that, despite my orders, you do not deliver the seeds of herbs and grains formerly created by Brahma and now hidden within yourself. Purport. While creating all the planets in the universe, Lord Brahma also created the seeds of various grains, herbs, plants, and trees. When sufficient water falls from the clouds, the seeds fructify and produce fruits, grains, vegetables, etc. By his example, Prithu Maharaj indicates that whenever there is a scarcity in food production, the head of the government should take steps to see why production is being held up and what should be done to rectify the situation. If you are serving in any department and something is going wrong, you are informed or you come to know. It is your duty to set it right. At least try. In case it is not getting set right, then consult your superiors how to set it right. And if nobody can do it and they also tell seniors, forget it, nothing can be done, then it's okay. But otherwise, leader means he has to take action. He cannot be just a peaceful armchair speculator. Oh, acha, maybe we should do this. This could be done, that could be done. All this could be, would be, and all will not work. You have to do it or get it done. Make sure the problem is over, is out. Whether it is system problem, machine problem, things problem, the room problem, setup, chair problem, or people who are working in the department, they have some difficulties. You as a leader have the responsibility of setting right the situation. Don't just take the pleasure in being called as a leader while being just a passive top person. You're just passive top person. You are not a leader. Leader has to be active and he cannot be passive. Hmm? He's not just a top person. He's in action, isn't it? They have those terms, no? Leader also use now we used it in general terms, but it's like manager is there. Manager has to be fully active, hmm? But a leader will be getting things done through managers and subordinates. But basically, problem should be over wherever you are serving. Otherwise, your leadership is not acceptable. Just like I have taken this service of completing this syllabus, so I have to complete it. I cannot just say, okay, kya kare, I feel sick. Okay, if I feel sick, then I have to arrange somebody else, isn't it? Or at least ask him, could you please arrange some speaker? Or I am not able to come for some reason, then something has to be done. You understand? If you take responsibility of anything, you have to make sure the execution of that is done through you or you get it done then. 25th. Amusham shut paritanam artanam paridevitam shamayishami madbanair भिन्नायास्तव भेदसा. Now, with the help of my arrows, I shall cut you to pieces, and with your flesh satisfy the hunger-stricken citizens, who are now crying for want of grains. Thus I shall satisfy the crying citizens of my kingdom. Purport. Here we find some indication of how the government can arrange for eating of cow flesh. So in rare circumstances, it's called apad dharma. I have heard that Vishwamitra Muni in apad dharma he ate dog flesh. There was nothing to eat. So then I don't know what details, whether the dog was alive or dog was dead, but he got the flesh and he ate it. What to do? Survival of the fittest. If you survive, if you are fit, you can survive. So he had to eat it. There's no other option. So similarly, citizens may have to be provided with cow flesh in case the human beings are dying. But otherwise, in normal circumstances, this can never be allowed. It will be called as gohatya then. Similarly, abortion is also allowed when during delivery there is threat to the mother's life. If there is threat to both their lives, so only one can be saved, either the child or the mother. So the child can be aborted, because if the mother is killed and child takes birth as a motherless child, he will have a difficult life all throughout. First, food, breast milk. The mother is dead. He is not getting breast milk. So now some other lady has to breastfeed, wet nursing, or some cow milk has to be provided. It's all difficulties from there only. And then throughout life, he doesn't have mother's caring, loving, uh, upbringing, and all that. But if the child is aborted, that lady can always give birth to another child. Like that. This is apad dharma. The maintenance of slaughterhouses for the satisfaction of the tongue and the killing of animals unnecessarily should never be sanctioned by a government. So Prabhupada gives long purport. Chakravartipad says only one word. Medasa means by flesh. You can see how, Chakravarti Pad has written only, it's like, in one sense, it is not commentary. It is word to word meaning is given, isn't it? He doesn't have a system of this word to word meaning for entire shloka. So, in the commentary, he has given one word which people may not know. Other words, maybe people may know. Amusham. Now, people like us, we don't know of all of them. Shut, hungry, Paritanam, Artanam of the disease. So most of the words are easy only, but Medasa may not be known. So he has given by flesh. And you see now Prabhupada's purport. How many lines are there? My God. At least 20 25, isn't it? So you can see Prabhupada's purports are appealing to us. And not just us means devotees, this is for entire population of Kali Yuga. If a government official reads this, he may be enlightened and he may feel, yeah, actually, cow slaughter should not be there, it should be stopped, all that. 26th. Puman yoshid ut kikliba आत्मसंभावनो अधमः भूतेषु निरनुक्रोशो नृपाणां तदवधो अवधः. Any cruel person, be he a man, woman, or impotent eunuch, who is only interested in his personal maintenance and has no compassion for other living entities, may be killed by the king. Such killing can never be considered actual killing. The person is only concerned about his maintenance and has no compassion for other living entities, so he can be killed by the king. So earth is becoming something like that. She is full. She is worried about her maintenance. She took her yagya bhuk, that share from the sacrifice. She is well maintained. She has maintained herself. And for citizen of Pruthus kingdom, she says, hell with them. Let them die. So then king's duty to kill her. And then that is not actual killing. And he is saying any cruel person, be he man, woman, or important eunuch. Even woman comes. Puman yoshid uta kliba. Kliba is eunuch. Puman, man. Yoshid, woman. So see, woman in general you cannot even raise hand on her. But in this case, if she tends to be very much for personal maintenance and no compassion for other living, then a devotee who tries to preach, who has compassion upon innocent persons, who have no knowledge of Krishna, is a superior devotee, first class devotee. As far as the field of spiritual activity is concerned, when a devotee is self-satisfied and does not preach the glories of Krishna, he is not considered a first-class devotee. So all of us should preach. That's all this morning Sankirtan, evening Sankirtan, street Sankirtan, or book distribution every evening they are going. You should participate in that in case you don't have any kind of preaching services. If you are not one-to-one preaching to the people who come in the campus, or you are not having classes, holding classes for them. Otherwise, just don't be satisfied that, ho gaya morning program. I took prasad, 2 timer I am, and night I take milk also. Before 8 o'clock, I don't disturb that milk carrier. I don't go after it. So I'm very proper brahmachari. No, you have to preach. Preaching means 3 things. You give Harinam, you give books of Prabhupada, or give prasad. So one of the 3 you have to do. If nothing is there, go to the Food for Life center, counter and take that spoon, keep serving, giving the drone to people. Or go to this, what is that called? Food for Life. That is also Food for Life. Madhav, not Madhav, Mukunda Hall. And go and serve prasadam there. But make sure you interact people. You give Krishna to others. Through Harinam, you are giving holy name. Through books of Prabhupada also, you are giving Krishna Katha, which is non-different from Krishna only. And through Prasad, also non-different from Krishna. So you have to give Krishna to others every day. Make sure you don't just become armchair speculator preacher. They should also, one of the 3, at least go to Prasadam hall and distribute prasad or that counter outside. What is the problem? Half an hour, 1 hour, you sir. That comes, but in little bit remote way. That's why yesterday it was discussed by Radhesham Prabhu in the morning class. It's like a Kanishta Adhikari. He is only Krishna is there. I thought Krishna is there in prasadam form. Give it to people like that. They see Krishna, that's okay. But when they receive Krishna through mouth and Krishna goes inside, they will be more benefited. They will come closer to devotees. They'll ask, ये कैसे इतना स्वादिष्ट है? इसमें क्या है? ओनियन गार्लिक ना, ओनियन गार्लिक तो डालते नहीं हम. अच्छा, बिना ओनियन गार्लिक के इतना स्वादिष्ट कैसे बना? So they will be curious. Everybody's duty. And I'm not telling just even those who are preachers, they may have class once in a week, but in other days, what are they doing? They should make sure they are giving holy name, they are giving prasad, or they are giving books. Something is going on. Let the wheels be moving. That is the slogan of Indian Railways. Prabhupada somehow, somewhere he saw that, let the wheels be moving. Indian Railways. So Prabhupada liked it. Then Prabhupada started using it for ISKCON book distribution or preaching purpose. Let the wheels be moving. You have seen na, on the mirrors in railways they have written, ये भारतीय क्या something है ना, ये आपकी संपत्ति भी है, something like that. Don't waste it. Isn't it? They write like that. So somewhere like that, this one is also there. Let the wheels be moving. The Prabhupada liked it. Prabhupada adopted it. Huh? Enthusiasm. Still strong. Means? Oh. ठीक है. Okay, ठीक है. Okay. Okay, good, good. So where were we? 26th. Chakravarti says, you have said that I cannot kill a woman. This is the answer. Killing a person who is mad with ego, Atma Sambhavanaha, who has no mercy, is not killing. So you have become mad with ego. Prithvi is telling earth. So then it is not killing. 27. Tvam stabdham durmadam. Tvam stabdam durmadam nitva. मायागाम तिलशः शरहे आत्मयोगबले नेमा धारयिष्याम्यहं प्रजः. You are very much puffed up with pride and have become almost insane. Presently, you have assumed the form of a cow by your mystic powers. Nonetheless, I shall cut you into small pieces like grain, and I will uphold the entire population by my personal mystic powers. So far, Pandram Prabhu. I shall cut you into small pieces like grain, and I will uphold the entire population by my personal mystic power. Purport. The earth informed King Prithu that if he destroyed her, he and his subjects would all fall down into the waters of the Garbha ocean. King Prithu now replies to that point. Although the earth assumed the shape of a cow by her mystic powers in order to be saved from being killed by the king was aware of this fact and would not hesitate to cut her to pieces just like small bits of grain. As far as destruction of the citizens is concerned, Maharaj Prithu maintained that he could uphold everyone by his own mystic powers. He did not need the help of the earthly planet. Being the incarnation of Lord Vishnu, Prithu Maharaj possessed the power of Sankarshan, which is explained by the scientists as the power of gravitation. The Supreme Godhead is holding millions of planets in space without any support. Similarly, Prithu Maharaj would not have had any difficulty supporting all his citizens and himself in space without the help of the planet Earth. The Lord is known as Yogeshwar, master of all mystic powers. Consequently, the planet Earth was informed by the king that she need not worry about his standing without her help. Chakravarti says, how can you kill a cow? How can you feed them cow meat? You are not a real cow. Prithu Maharaj answer. You are hearing? Hmm. You are not a real cow, Prithu is saying. You are fake cow. Maya Gam. See, Gam is cow and Maya is fake. You have said, how will you hold them up in the water? Tilashaha means making you into fine particles the size of sesame seeds. Sesame seeds float, no? On earth? Huh? I mean, sorry, on water, huh? On water. After the class is over, you all take your glass or something or bowl, fill it with water and put some sesame seeds and see whether they float or not. So he is going to maintain his. He said, no, she said, you have said, Prithu is saying, that cow said, how will you hold them up in the water? So sesame seeds, tilashaha, they float. फ्लोट ना क्या आपने चैट जीपीटी एआई इतना फास्ट गुरु से भी ज्यादा पावरफुल है ई गुरु गूगल एंड एआई चैट जीपीटी hope in future students before the teacher coming they don't type whether it's bona fide to hear from this teacher or not and chat gpt says maybe not and then they all leave the classroom है कि नहीं advanced age advanced children after some time okay sesame seeds absorb water and then they drown. So 22 to 27 Prutu's counter arguments to the earth. Now 28 to 36 last section, the earth offers prayers to pacify Pruthu. So offer prayers to Pruthu along with Mother Earth. 28 एवं मन्युमयीं मूर्तिं कृतान्तम् इव बिभ्रतम् प्रणता प्राञ्जलिः प्राह मही संजात वे पथुः. At this time, Prithu Maharaj became exactly like Yamaraj and his whole body appeared very angry. In other words, he was anger personified. After hearing him, the planet Earth began to tremble. She surrendered and with folded hands began to speak as follows. So, argument and counter argument went on. She gave reasons, he gave counter arguments. Now she surrendered because he became very angry. Manyumayi. Eva Manyumayim Murti. Manyu is anger. Manyumayim. His murti, that's why Strilingi is there, feminine. His form became very much angry. Otherwise, Manyumai. He was referred and he was Manyumai. But form, whole body. Eyes might have become red and all that. Symptoms, all those will be exhibited. Prabhupada quotes 1034, Mrityu Sarvaharasham, I am the all devouring death. For the faithless unbelievers who challenge existence of God, etc., they see him at the time of death. Hiranyakashipu also physically saw. Where is your God? You say that your strength, my strength comes from the same source, God. My strength is my own strength. I don't get my strength from any God. So you talk about your God so much. Where is your God? My God is everywhere. He is everywhere. Is he there in this pillar? There in this pillar. Acha. So what our Vishwanath Chakra Thakur says, I think, that Prahlad could see, or Nursing Puran says, Prahlad could clearly that like we have here we have something like pillar. It is gone in the wall also, but this is a pillar. So when you see the pillar, you see only opaque pillar. You can't see anything. The bricks inside, cement inside, nothing you can see. Even the white chuna and all that they have applied, you can't see that. You are directly seeing the color only. But Prahlad saw it as a transparent glass, and inside he saw Nursing Dev, half man, half lion. When asked, and this was told to him 2-3 days back only by Lord Narayan, when Prahlad was thrown in the ocean. Rather, he was taken inside the ocean, and they inserted him. They tied him with Nagpash, and then they put him there with lot of stones and all that on his body when he was sleeping in the night. And then they thought, now for sure death, he will die. They came out, but then Sagar, the ocean, just with the waves, brought him to shore. Then Garudji came flying, and all the Nagpash that was he was tied up with, he just ate all the snakes. He ate, not just killed them, he ate them all, and he flew away. And then Sagar personified uh, talked to Prahlad, saying that this is what your father had done through soldiers, but I took you to the side, to the shore, and Garudji came. So now you are saved. So that time Prahlad a little bit became annoyed, and that how much father is envious of Supreme Lord and all that. So then Lord Narayan appeared to him and consoled him, saying that don't worry, just 2-3 days and I'll kill him, and you will see me in the pillar over there. I'll personally appear to you. So Prahlad saw. Huh? Oh, yeah. Good. One cannot challenge the authority of the Supreme Personality of Godhead in any circumstance. It is better to surrender unto Him and take His protection at all times. 29th. धरोवाच नमः परस्मै पुरुषाय मायया विन्यस्तन्नाना तनवे गुणात्मने नमः स्वरूपानुभवेन निर्धुत द्रव्यक्रियाकारक विभ्रमोर्मये. The planet Earth spoke, my dear Lord, O Supreme Personality of Godhead, you are transcendental in your position, and by your material energy, you have expanded yourself in various forms and species of life through the interaction of the three modes of material nature. Unlike some other masters, you always remain in your transcendental position and are not affected by the material creation, which is subject to different material interactions. Consequently, you are not bewildered by material activities. Long purport Prabhupada has given. Here her prayers begin. He has quoted Mayadhyaksha Prakriti 9.10 and 13.15 Nirgunam Guna Bhoktrucha. Although the Lord is not attached to the external energy, he is nonetheless the master of it. Sometimes, like, I may control this watch with my fingers like this, but some other times we can use remote control also, not for this, but some other purposes. Or we can use the crane also, isn't it? For lifting. So, Lord is not attached to material creation, but he is the controller, directly, indirectly. He is controlling. Mayadhyakshana Prakriti. The philosophy of Lord Chaitanya, upholding that Lord is simultaneously one with and different from his creation, Achintya Bhedabhed Tattva, is very easily understandable in this connection. If it is possible for a devotee to remain transcendental, it is certainly possible for the Supreme Personality of Godhead to remain in his internal potency without being attached to the external potency. Isn't it? Namam karmani limpanti, name karma phale spruha, itimam yo abhijanati, karma bhir na sabhadyate. These karmas cannot touch me. For human beings, whatever actions they do, then equivalent reactions are there. But namam karmani limpanti. These karma they don't limpan. You understand, na? Like, this is limpan किया है इसके ऊपर on this surface of wall, smearing like that. So karma cannot smear over me that way. Name karma phale spruha. Nor do I have attachment to the fruits of my action. Any human being does any action, he has some fruit in mind. If I do this, I will get that. If I work for 30 days, I will get salary at the end. If I give a smile to my wife, she will say that, sir, husband, what do you want? I'll cook for you anything you want. So everything he does, he has some fruit in the mind. So Lord says, Namai karma phales prava. Itimam yu abhijanati. One who knows these two things about me, karma bhir na sabhadyati. Even he is not bound up by the reactions of the karma. So if the devotee is like this, what to speak of the Lord? Lord is a master, devotee is just a subordinate servant. So if the Lord, if the devotee can remain transcendental in this world, Padmapatra Ivambasa, that is for a devotee. Brahmani adhaya karmani sangam tyaktva karotiha lipyate nasa papena Padmapatra Ivambasa. Taking shelter of the transcendental Lord, one should perform activities sangam tyaktva, by giving up wrong association, wrong mentality. Lipyate nasa papena. He is not covered over by sinful reactions. Because he is like Padmapatra Ivambasa, like a lotus leaf floating on the muddy water, but the top surface of that leaf is very clean, pure. Like that, he is also untouched by the mud of this creation, a devotee. So the devotee can be like this, transcendental. So what to speak of the Supreme Lord? How can he be contaminated by anything of this world? The liberated soul is never concerned with these six physical interactions. Six waves is talking. Hunger, thirst, lamentation, bewilderment, old age and death. Maya has six whips, isn't it? One after other, she will be lashing us with it. But liberated soul is not concerned with these six physical interactions. The Supreme Personality of Godhead, being the all-powerful master of all energies, has some connection with the external energy, but is always free from the interactions of the external energy in the material world. Chakravartipad has given somewhat longer commentary, but we'll just quickly go through. I offer respects to you who have many bodies like mine, made of vinyasta matter, because you are composed of the gunas, gunatmane. Mahitalam tad jaganam. The earth is the hip of the universal form. This is 2:127. You might have already studied. That Patal is like soles of his feet and all that. That picture also you might have seen. It looks like all cloud or smoke, isn't it? Then how can I kill you, your body? Because earth is the hip of the universal form. So how can hip be broken? If you want a man to work, will you break his hip first and then tell him now work? If hip is broken, he will be helpless. He can't stand up also. As long as one does not realize your Swarup Shakti, then he will see only your material energy, our bodies. By realizing your Swarup Shakti, however, you are understood to be completely free from the waves of samsara created by bodies, senses, and sense devatas. Yavan na jayet परावरे अस्मिन् विश्वेश्वरे द्रष्टरि भक्तियोगः तावत् स्थवीयः पुरुषस्य रूपं क्रियावसाने प्रयतः स्मरेत. As long as meditation on the Lord and the witness of all beings, superior to even Brahma, which has bhakti as an element, does not manifest, one should remember the gross universal form after performing necessary rites of Karma Yoga. This is 2:14. So, on meditation on the Lord is difficult. Bhakti to Lord is difficult. Then one can meditate on Virat Roop. So, those who are not very pure, they will have that kind of meditation. It's a lower level because Virat form doesn't exist. Just Amoni Bhagavat Rupe Maya Te Hi Anuvarnite. Ubhe api na grannanti Maya Srushti Vipaschitaha. When I said it does not exist means in the spiritual world there is no form like that. It is just this material creation is compared that way. The wise do not accept these two forms of the Lord described by me, since they are composed of matter. 2:10:35. 30th. So her prayers continue to end it. Ena 30th. Enahamatma yatanam vinirmita धात्रा यतोऽयं गुणसर्गसङ्ग्रह स एव मां हन्तुमुदायुधः स्वरा उपस्थितोऽन्यं शरणं कमाश्रये. The planet Earth continued, my dear Lord, you are the complete conductor of the material creation. You have created this cosmic manifestation and the three material qualities, and therefore you have created me, the planet Earth, the resting place of all living entities. Yet you are always fully independent, my Lord. Now that you are present before me and ready to kill me with your weapons, let me know where I should go to take shelter and tell me who can give me protection. So Prabhupada quotes Sarvadharman Parityaja. And Manasa Deho Geho Jo Kichu More. Do whatever you like. Mat Prananathas Tusayeva Na Aparaha. You can save me, you can kill me if you like. In any case, I am your eternal servant and you have every right to do whatever you like. Chakrotipad says, if that is so, then according to your own words, I have no attachment for you. Prithvi is saying, thus I can kill you. Earth answers with this verse, one should not kill the creeper which has been planted by one's own hand. Thus you have created me and should not kill me, and I also assist you. I am the shelter for the jivas. In me, yataha, there is a protection of the four types of living beings born from embryos, eggs, perspiration, and earth. Swarat means independent. So four types of living entities are there. Jarayuja, Svedaja, Andaja, Udbhijaha. Jarayuja means human beings. Andaja means born from eggs. They are called as birds. Birds are born from eggs. Another name for them is Dvija also. First the egg comes out from the mother's body. So then still the bird is not visible only, is inside. And then the egg is hatched by the mother. Then it becomes, the bird comes out. So two times he takes birth. First the egg takes birth, second time the bird comes out. So Dvija, two birds. So then Svedaja from perspiration, sweat. Have you seen how perspiration transforms into bed bugs, huh? Peace. Fish comes from sweat. नहीं, these things are bed bugs are there na, khatmal, bed bugs, then born from our sweat only it seems. Find out, do research. You have to do research on your own body, how your sweat came out and how it got transformed into खटमल. खाट पे तो सोया था मैं. खटमल कैसे बन गया? खाट मीन्स कॉट and udbija, bij, seed. Plants are born from bija, seeds, so they are udbija. So four types of living entities are there. In me, yataha, there is protection of the four types of living beings born from all that. So Mother Earth says that also. Now 31st. Ya etad adau asrujacharacharam स्वमाययात्माश्रयया वितर्क्यया तयैव सोऽयं किल गोप्तुमुद्यतः कथं नु मां धर्मपरो जिघंसति. In the beginning of creation, you created all these moving and non-moving living entities by your inconceivable energy. Through this very same energy, you are now prepared to protect the living entities. Indeed, You are the supreme protector of religious principles. Why are you so anxious to kill me even though I am in the form of a cow? All living entities created by him and prepared to protect living entities. One who creates also annihilates by his own sweet will. The Earth planet questions why she should be killed when the Lord is prepared to give protection to everyone. After all, it is the Earth that is the resting place for all living entities, and it is the Earth that produces grains for them. Chakravarti says, the world is made by me and destroyed by me, Lord says. That is true, Earth says. But now, since you are engaged in maintaining things, you should not kill me. So, in the past, Lord created, in the future, He will destroy. But now, which phase is going on? Maintenance. So, then why are you trying to kill me? Maintain me, no? Logical also. She's also very intelligent. Prabhupada says God is one, but he expands himself in variety of energies, material energy, spiritual energy, margin energy, and so forth. Unless favored, endowed with grace by the Lord, he cannot understand how the one supreme personality of Godhead acts through his different energies. He says that Swabhaviki Jnana Bala Kriya cha Parasya Shaktir Vividhaiva Shuruyate. Lord has many potencies. And they appear as if automatically things are going on. Swabhaviki. Jnana, Bala, Kriya, and all that. But it's not automatic. Lord is there behind. Maya means energy. Lord Brahma is not the energetic, but is one of the manifestations of the Lord's margin energy. So he is not Shaktiman. He is also Shakti. Bahiranga Shakti. Sorry, not Bahiranga. Tatastha Shakti. Lord Brahma is only an instrument. Although sometimes plans appear contradictory, there is a definite plan behind all action. One who is experienced and is favored by the Lord can understand that everything is being done according to the Lord's supreme plan. Like these two fans are moving, and this fan is not moving. So now we may say because the students want fans, so fans above their heads are rotating, and the teacher doesn't want fan, so the fan above teacher's head is not rotating. So it is not so easy, that simple. It is Lord's desire like that. So he is there behind. Yes or not? That first verse of Sri Upanishad. ईशावास्यम idam sarvam yatkincha jagatyam jagat tena tyaktena bhunjitha agrudha kasya siddhanam. Everything animate and inanimate is owned and controlled by the Supreme Lord. So that is inanimate and you all are animate. Like you, I am also animate and above me also is inanimate fan. But those two are moving, this one is not moving. So because for three fans, Krishna is the owner and for the three fans, he is the controller. So he wants two fans to move, not the third one. So like that. So भगवान कहाँ से आ गए बीच में? हाँ. Prabhupada in the last days on the deathbed, one of the last verses of 13th chapter of 10th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam said everything is moving by the will of the Supreme Lord. This consciousness is called as Krishna consciousness. So everything is moving. So those two are moving. And this is moving by not moving. By Lord's desire. So this is called a Krishna consciousness. Like that. In the next classroom you see, maybe all fans will be on. Because Lord wants all fans to be on. Then what will that teacher do who had a desire not to sit under fan? Krishna will arrange. Anyway, so that is 32nd. For which Chakravarti writes, you are saying that I am irreligious. No, not at all. Earth is saying. That Pruthu is saying that, oh Earth, you are irreligious. Earth is saying, no, not at all. But your powers are hard to understand. Akritatmabhihi means by persons with bewildered minds. The Lord who carried out primary creation has made Brahma carry out secondary creation, Akarayat. He is one alone and many by Maya, Paratah. So it's not that I am irreligious, but your powers are hard to understand. 33rd. Sargadiyosyanuruna dhi shaktibhir द्रव्य क्रियाकारक चेतनात्मभिः तस्मै समुन्नद्ध निरुद्ध शक्तये नमः परस्मै पुरुषाय वेधसे. My dear Lord, by your own potencies, you are the original cause of the material elements, as well as the performing instruments, the senses, the workers of the senses, the controlling demigods, the intelligence and the ego, as well as everything else. By your energy, you manifest this entire cosmic creation, maintain it, and dissolve it. Through your energy alone, everything is sometimes manifest and sometimes not manifest. You are therefore the Supreme Personality Godhead, the cause of all causes. I offer my respect, obeisances unto you. अव्यक्तादीनि भूतानि व्यक्तमध्यानि भारत अव्यक्तानिधनान्नेव तत्र का परिदेवना. In the beginning things are unmanifest and at the end also they are unmanifest, but in the middle they have some manifestation. So what to lament, Krishna is saying. So in the past these souls did not have bodies. In the future they may not have bodies, but now they have appeared in these bodies. So why are you so much attached to Bhishma's body, Drona's body, Dushyasan, Karna and others' body? No. In the purport, Prabhupada said the Supreme Personality of Godhead pushes the button of creation and different energies create material elements and various controllers of the physical elements and their subsequent interactions follow the inconceivable plan of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. सृष्टि स्थिति प्रलय साधन शक्ति रेखा छायेव यस्य भुवनानि बिभर्ति दुर्गा इच्छानुरूपमपि यस्य च चेष्टते सा गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि. So Durga gets all this done, creation, maintenance and destruction. But Ichhanurupam, according to his desire. Ichhanurupam api yasya cha cheshtate sa, she. She is working through this creation, maintenance and destruction according to will of the Supreme Lord. Ichhanurupam api yasya. Srushti sthiti pralaya sadhana shakti rekha chaya eva. She is the shadow of the Lord. Chaya eva yasya bhuvanani bibharti durga. Like that. Like if I lift this glass and the shadow is there, it looks like shadow is lifting the glass. So, but there the Durga is active, but she is acting as per Lord's desire. Mayadhyakshana Prakriti. Commentary Chakratipa says, therefore I offer respects to the possessor of inconceivable energy. He carries out creation with his energies composed of bodies, senses and devatas. Dravya Kriya Karakaha. Dravya is bodies, Kriya senses, Karaka Devatas, intelligence, Chetan, and ego, Atmabhi, for the needs of his devotees, Anurunnadhi. Anurunnadhi. He has great Samunnadha and contrary Niruddha energies. He has preserving and destroying energies, both of which are strong. You are the master who can maintain and destroy. According to your desire, do so. I offer respects to you. So he has preserving and destroying energy, just like in that Myanmar and all that. So he had the Lord has preserving energy. So all those buildings built for years or decades they were preserved. And then he has destroying potency also. Just one earthquake, They just fell down like pack-up cards on the spot, isn't it? And we had in India similar buildings of similar height and number of floors, and they were preserved and are being preserved. These three buildings were undisturbed because Lord is preserving energy active for these three buildings. These three buildings is Jagannath Baldev Subhadra, Gagan Unnati, na? Those three I'm talking. Anyway, there are so many others also. Shiva Krupa, not Krupa. This building is there here. Shiv Samruddhi, I think, yeah. And Akruti are there, na? Akruti, na? Behind. So Lord's preserving potency you can see in that. And even our own building, for that matter. It is chairs that you have been using. Some, I don't know how many, 2, 3, 4 years back, got them made. So preserving energy can be seen. But something can happen and all these chairs may be rotten or something like that. All destroying. Potency can also be seen. All his potencies are active. Very powerful. Sometimes this potency is more powerfully acting, sometimes other potency. He has preserving and destroying energies, both of which are strong. You are the master who can maintain and destroy. According to your desire, do so. I offer respects to you. 34th. Savai Bhavan Atma Vinirmitam Jagat Bhutendriyantah Karanatmakam Vibho Samsthapaishanna Ja Mam Rasatallad अभ्युञ्जहाराम्भस आदिसुकरः अभ्युज्जहाराम्भस आदिसुकरः. My dear Lord, you are always unborn. Once, in the form of the original boar, you rescued me from the waters in the bottom of the universe. Through your own energy, you created all the physical elements, the senses, and the heart for the maintenance of the world. Purport. This refers to the time when Lord Krishna appeared as the supreme boar, Varaha, and rescued the earth, which had been merged in water. The Asur Hiranyaksha had dislocated the earth from its orbit and thrown it beneath the waters of the Garbhodak ocean. Then the Lord, in the shape of the original boar, rescued the earth. That is 34. Chakradipad writes, she invokes his mercy upon herself by letting the Lord remember his previous actions in 2 verses. Isn't it? Earlier you protected me. Now how can? You had been so merciful. I had gone all the way down to Rasatal and all. You brought me up, reinstated me. Now why you are taking contrary action? 35th. So emotionally also she is. So many logic she gave. Emotionally blackmailing can be done. There are different ways one can. This is all spiritual, but I'm just telling you. 35th. Apamu apamupasthe मयि नाव्यवस्थितः प्रजाभवान्नद्यरिरक्षिषुः किल सवीरमूर्तिः समभूद्धराधरो यो मां पयस्योग्रशरो जिघांससि. My dear Lord, in this way you once protected me by rescuing me from the water, and consequently your name has been famous as Dharadhara, he who holds the planet Earth. Yet at the present moment, in the form of a great hero, you are about to kill me with sharpened arrows. I am, however, just like a boat on the water, keeping everything afloat. Purport. The Lord is known as Dharadhar, meaning he who keeps the planet Earth on his tusks as the boar incarnation. Thus, the planet Earth in the shape of a cow is accounting the contradictory acts of the Lord. Although he once saved the earth, he now wants to upset the earth, which is like a boat on water. No one can understand the activities of the Lord. Due to a poor fund of knowledge, human beings sometimes think the Lord's activities contradictory. Chakradipad writes, the Lord, holder of the earth, the boar avatar, desired to protect the citizens situated in me. The form of a boat on top of Upasthe water, You who were my husband now desire to kill me for milk. The meaning is this: your progeny were my children, situated in my lap, and I constantly nourished them with milk. Seeing their evil ways at this time, I, as a mother, to teach them good character, have become angry and do not supply milk. You, the master of the house, now punish me for that. Nice analogy also. Mother will breastfeed the child because the child needs it. But if the child is very naughty or something, then she may slap him and may not provide him milk. So, like that, I also had to do because there had been some sinful people, and to teach them good character, I have become angry and do not supply milk. But you, the master of the house, now punish me for that. Then, last verse for the pleasure of all the students. 36. नूनं जनैर्इहितम् ईश्वराणाम् अस्माद्विधैस्तद्गुणसर्गमायया न ज्ञायते मोहितचित्तवर्त्मभिस्तेभ्यो नमो वीरयशस्करेभ्यः. My dear Lord, I am also the creation of one of your energies, composed of the three modes of material nature. Consequently, I am bewildered by your activities. Even the activities of your devotees cannot be understood, and what to speak of your pastimes. Thus, everything appears to us to be contradictory and wonderful. Nunam Janeir, by the people in general. Asmad Vidhais Tadgunam Sarvam. About devotees, where is it mentioned? Even the activities of your devotees cannot be understood. Is it Prabhupada's addition? Seems like. The activities of the Supreme Personality of Godhead in his various forms and incarnations are always uncommon and wonderful. Not possible for any human being to estimate the purpose and plans of such activities. Therefore, Srila Jiva Goswami has said that unless the Lord's activities are accepted as inconceivable, they cannot be explained. Inconceivable. Achintya khalu ye bhava tams tarkena na yojayet. You cannot with your logic reasoning understand. Achintya, inconceivable. He has also simultaneously expanded himself in innumerable forms, beginning with Lord Ram, Nrsimha, Varaha, Sankarshan. Ishwaranam refers to all personalities of Godhead. Ramadi Murtishu. Krishna is the original. One should not take the plural number of the word Ishwaranam to mean that there are many Godheads. The fact is that God is one, but he exists eternally and expands himself in innumerable forms and acts in various ways. Sometimes the common man is bewildered by all this and considers such activities contradictory, but they are not contradictory. There is a great plan behind all the Lord's activities. For our understanding, it is sometimes said that the Lord is situated in the heart of the thief as well as in the heart of the householder. So he tells the thief, hey, this is the time. You go night time, it's an appropriate time, and be careful. Like that. So Prabhupada is telling, go and steal things from that particular house. And at the same time, the Lord tells the householder, now be careful of thieves and burglars. These instructions to different persons appear contradictory. Yet we should know that the super soul, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, has some plan, and we should not consider such activities contradictory. The best course is to surrender unto the Supreme Personality of Godhead wholeheartedly, and being protected by Him, remain peaceful. So according to the karma of two, certain things are supposed to happen. So Lord accordingly guides them. He tells the thief, hey, go now. So he'll be successful, but he will tell the landlord also, the owner also, be careful. So he has also put something, CCTV and something like that. So then what happens? So CCTV, some footage is covered, but then this person is also guided by Paramatma in heart. Thief is successful in stealing, and he runs away and he is able to enjoy that property for some time. But after some time, the CCTV footage and all that make sure that the thief is caught also. So, like that, Lord arranges in an amazing way. So, thievery which was supposed to happen, the person was supposed to lose, he lost also. And the thief was supposed to get money, he got it also. So he also prayed to the Lord, oh Lord, please let me be successful. But in the CCTV footage also covered. So like that's very, very amazing and very beyond our understanding in one sense. How the Lord acts. Karmana gahano gatihi. कर्मण्यश्चोपि बोद्धव्यम बोद्धव्यम च विकर्मणः अकर्मणश्च बोद्धव्यम गहना कर्मणो गतिः. This karma, vikarma, akarma, it's difficult to understand. Commentary by Chakra. Last thing Prabhupada said, the best course is to surrender unto the Supreme Personality of Godhead wholeheartedly and being protected by Him remain peaceful. This is the best. Commentary. Though the wives of the Devatas or their sons and servants may believe you will kill me, I do not believe that you will. Your desire is not understood by persons like wives, sons, or servants of the Devatas who wander around by the Lord's ignorance, Maya, in the bodies of Devatas, men and animals, Guna, but have taken shelter of your feet, Chitta Vartma Bhihi. I offer respects to He who brings fame to the persons renowned for charity. If you are not merciful to me, then the fame of charitable persons will be gone. Yes, that's the end. Any question? Yes.
Prithu Maharaj is a king, so he got to know that because of Earth is not producing, so he could have, I think he could have called her Earth and have a meeting some kind, rather than after knowing he chased her to kill her. He gives reasons, Prithu Maharaj gives reasons that you are like a cow who eats grass but not giving milk. That is okay, but how can we understand that on getting answer he chased after her?
That was revealed no, long before that. I will have to use Danda only because she came when the sacrifice was performed. She came, she took her share also. And now, when tilling the land and all that, then crops should be yielded. No? So that's not happening. She is withdrawing. So then, last course of action is only remaining Danda. That was told. Which one was that? The 13th, I think. He discerned. He thought, though I was made king, I will use the fourth method, punishment, against the earth who is hiding the seeds. There's no reason for hiding the seeds. So that's why Sam, Dam, Bhed, three will not work. In one sense, Sam happened by his performing yagya and he gave her share also. Dam also, share was given. And Bhed, there is no need to do Bhed in that sense. Danda was only remaining. Any other?
Prabhu here mentioned that the code of conduct with the woman, even if it is sinful, she should not be punished. That is code of conduct. Even in Vaishnava community, which degree it is applied. For example, someone is serving in a temple. Some Mataji has stolen something, and some Prabhuji has stolen something. The punishment is same or different? Yes.
Both can be removed from services. But basically, slapping and all that kind of thing should be avoided. For required, she can be put in jail also if the sin is very heavy. But it cannot be to that extent like slapping, killing. But then it was told, no? In that case, when she is very selfish and not compassionate to other living entities, then man, woman, or eunuch, any three category can be killed. That was sloka number. That kliba word was used. 26. Puman Yoshid Uta kliba. Puman, man, Yoshid, woman, kliba, eunuch. Atma Sambhavano Adhamaha. They are so fallen. Atma Sambhavana, interested in self maintenance. Bhuteshu Niranukrosho. They have no compassion for other living entities. Nrupanam Tad Vadho Avadha. That time the king can kill Any one of these three. If he's a man, he can be killed. If she's a woman, she can be killed. And eunuch can also be killed. Yeah. Any cruel person, be he man, woman, or important eunuch, who is only interested in his personal maintenance and has no compassion for other living entities, may be killed by the king. Such killing can never be considered actual killing. Just like Ashwathama was there, na? Ashwathama, just for his maintenance and all that, he butchered the 5 sons of Pandavas. So he had to be punished. But then Draupadi came in between and Vama Swabhava. She has that soft nature as a lady. She said, I already lost my children. I can never get them back, even if we kill Ashwatthama. But if we kill Ashwatthama now, first of all, he's Brahman also. And then Krupi will be crying like me. I don't want another lady to cry like me. So he should not be killed. And Yudhishthira also say, yeah, this is proper. And so Yudhishthira and Draupadi are saying he should not be killed. And here Bhima and Arjuna saying he should be killed. So now Krishna is telling you should satisfy both the parties, Arjun. Krishna is like all the more complicating the situation. But then Arjun could use his discretion and then he understood exactly what it is. So he just plucked out that uh, jewel from his head and then he terribly suffered, but he cannot die also. So Draupadi and Yudhishthira is happy, he cannot die. But he should be punished, so he's punished also because whole life he'll keep crying only.
In that case, he was an aggressor because he actually killed also. But here it is mentioned that even if they're just maintaining themselves and not doing anything for others, they can be
Has
killed.
no compassion for other living entities.
Yeah,
So natural, no?
In that way, everyone, many people have been killed because
This is not for Kali Yuga in one sense. Kali Yuga, all manda sumanda matayo manda bhagya, all condemned people. But this is earlier lifestyle culture was quite refined. So in those times, this is true. Just imagine somebody has 10,000 bags of grains and people on the road are starving and dying and and he doesn't give anything. He has no compassion. So the king has the right to kill that fellow. And those 10,000 bags of rice can be distributed to all the citizens equally. Any other?
Sinful activities in the kingdom. That's why she is restricting.
Hmm.
Okay. So this thing also, how Prithu Maharaj could not detect that sinful activities are going on through the spies and because
Now I don't remember, though I read Bhagavatam 2 times. I exactly don't remember the details. That will come in your next section.
okay.
18th chapter. Exactly what? That's in this one. Do we get some clue about 18th chapter? The earth advises Prithu on the method to milk her. Seeing Prithu still not satisfied, the earth spoke. By following prescribed methods, anyone can achieve desired results. See, 6 and 7 in the next chapter talk about. Earth explains the reason behind hiding seeds. Let's just read the translation. My dear king, the seeds, roots, herbs, and grains which were created by Lord Brahma in the past are now being used by non devotees who are devoid of all spiritual understanding. My dear king, not only are grains and herbs being used by non devotees, but as far as I am concerned, I am not being properly maintained. Indeed, I am being neglected by kings who are not punishing these rascals who have turned into thieves by using grains for sense gratification. Consequently, I have hidden all these seeds which were meant for the performance of sacrifice. Now, I don't remember what Prabhupada is writing in the purport, but if you see just before this, Vena was ruling. So the king himself is a rogue, and so many thieves and all those fellows. So that time she withdrew. Earlier, when Anga was absconding, then the thieves and rogues they became arrogant, and so the earth withdrew, and then okay, chalo now the sages appointed this Vena, and the Vena himself started looting the praja. So again, she is not able to give it back like that. Again, Vena is killed by Hunkar of the sages. Then again the rogues and thieves are wandering all over, running here and there. Now again, so that time also she is, so like three phases of times. You understood? So she had to withdraw, withhold those seeds. So that is the reason. Now you may say, but now that is all gone phase. Now Prithvi is there, but otherwise past time how will it happen? Something more will also come up. So she will give, na. Then she is milked. Pruthu and others milk the earth. So many things she gives out. Everything was given literally. Nothing was withheld.
So Maharaj, although is in terms of this lila, but he could misunderstand earth. Similarly, we also come to sometime judgments, and then later we
We are not Pruthu Maharaj.
no, just
That is transcendental. Janma karma chame divyam.
This is
Ours are adivyam.
yes, that understood. But let's similar possibility in our lifestyle also. That possibility
Your
is
seniors misunderstanding you, or you misunderstanding your
not
younger?
seniors. Some devotee doing something which is not according to our understanding right. So sometimes we come to judgment because of the circumstances like that. Means always
You
we are
should
not
not
judgmental.
judge just by seeing.
We are not always
Seeing is
judgmental.
not believing.
We do
The outsiders say seeing is believing. Ours is hearing. That's why communication. Go to that devotee. Here also communication is happening between Earth and Pruthu. He thought, what is this? And like that. So communication is happening now.
communication also turned out to be, means although communication still, even communication, opening communication understood to be judgmental sometimes. Sometimes that
So that's
communication.
why proper communication. Na? Have both the parties be heard.
So sometimes it is unavoidable, means emergency situation, something suddenly happens, something.
You
So
have to be ideal leader. You have to hear whatever properly. If the two sides are having difficulty, you have to hear both the sides properly. And if you are having conflict or something like that, so you have to hear the other person's full side also, whole side also. We have to avoid. Otherwise, manda sumanda matayo manda bhagya hi upadritaha, always disturb. So this kind of misunderstanding can make you be always disturbed, and you can continue to be always disturbed in your life. So you have to avoid. And Maya doesn't enter in devotee community by offering you cigarette or wine or some woman. She comes through misunderstanding. So she has to split up the devotee community, divide and rule. That is her formula. Take a devotee away from other devotees. He is alone, then slaughter him. So like that, she will take you away, and the only way for her is through misunderstanding. You have to misunderstand other devotees. Then you will feel what nonsense this devotee. I don't want to stay with them. I will go alone. I will start new center. So you will go away. You will become weak because Sange Shakti Kali Yuge. In Kali Yuga, you get strength through association. She will take you out of association through misunderstanding. So that is very powerful. Maya is very amazing. So it is your individual own responsibility to remove that misunderstanding by proper communication. And in case it is quite complicated situation, involve some senior with his help, sort it out. Else you will be the loser. Loser of association and loser of bhakti also, because Maya will completely put an end to one's devotional activities. Any other? Okay, so just a little revision. 6? That Prabhu was supposed to provide me. He did not. Okay, you find out and okay, ठीक है. So now, in short, not summary, revision of our class. But tomorrow we don't have class. This is the end. So tell from beginning till now, whatever points you remember. Don't look into notes.
Means you're telling Puji we should be reciprocating Dadati Pratigranati principle of gifts.
Yes.
And
Anybody whom you want to develop love with, so you have to do these three things: foodstuffs, gifts, and hearts. Should be both ways.
Correct. And in that, not in that, but later one point very much I liked is use about amani na manadena. So when we don't have amani na, means if you hold 20% or whatever you said, 50%, 70%, that much only we can respect others.
Yeah.
So if we don't expect anything, then we can 100% respect others. That was
It's
very
like
nice.
I have 10 mangoes. I want 9 for myself. So how many I will distribute?
Only one.
One. I want one for myself. How many I will distribute? 9. I don't want anything for myself. How many I will distribute?
10.
All 10. And it is literally true with me because I don't take mango. So that day somebody gave 5 mangoes, I think 4 mangoes. So I will not tell the devotees whom I gave. One of them is sitting here. So one I gave him, one I gave another devotee. And my anxiety was, they should not rot. After 3-4 days they may rot. And overnight also, if I keep on table, the rat or sometimes rat comes, rat will eat. So I have to every night keep it safely inside the locker just to protect it from rats. So that day only I wanted to distribute, and I distributed all 4, and I was so happy. So a mango na, so mango then, not amanina and manadin. So little matching also na, a mango na, mango then. Not man then, mango then. So like that. Yes. Any other point that you recollect? No, and one point which you recollect from the class today. Yesterday we had that. We all went through the same discussion. What Vidur heard from Maitreya. But we did not have that inquiry.
The cow, he is asking why the earth has accepted the form of the cow. And this
Who
question,
built, who became
who
calf?
milk it and who become calf, and all this we discussed.
Our only thing is, will Prabhu complete the course by tomorrow 2 p.m.? Isn't it? He's so much advertising, so much promising. The way he speaks sometimes, he has uncontrollable tongue. He may go on Friday also. Though it is understood these classes are supposed to end on Friday 2 p.m., not on Thursday 2 p.m. But because I advertise, so our isn't we are not so much concerned about who. Now raise your hand. How many of you know who all became cows? Who all then what pots were brought? Raise your hand if you know. What Vidur is asking question. How many of you know those answers? Raise your hand. You know answers. So you don't know. So those questions should have been there in your heart also. But our heart might be dominated with these other things, isn't it? That needs, interest and concerns. Our need is, at least Prabhu should complete the class on Friday 2 p.m. But the interest is, he is so much advertising that he will end on Thursday only 2 p.m. So, huh? Or he also said before time on Thursday. So will he complete? Okay, chalo, if not before time, at least 2 p.m. on Thursday. Will he do that? Okay, we'll tolerate him if Friday also he completes by 1 p.m. or 12 p.m. Isn't it? Okay, chalo, 2 p.m. is also okay. Officially, that was the time. And the concern, maybe all those concerns. In the beginning only, he made a comment on about, what that Narayanam Namaskarte, what has that got to do with our syllabus? And last 3 days, he did not make comment like that. Today, he went too deep. And for Jai, we raise hand, and for Nama, we are this and that. ये सब किसने बोला है करने को? टाइम जाता है ना उसमें. He should complete the whole thing by Thursday 2 p.m. It is going too far. And sometimes he takes the discussion too far and then he forgets what was the original point. He asks us only. So you understand, na? Okay, take anyway.
Our
Thursday 2
batchmates
p.m. has crossed. Thursday 2 p.m. has crossed.
regarding this, some of our batchmates has opinion that we are not going to do Bhakti Vaibhav again and again. So even a teacher extends for 4 5 class online if teacher takes.
My God, this
uh,
I will not dare. I will not venture to inquire.
last
So
time
any other point? Any other point? Krishna Kirtan Pro has.
So you share about the Vidya and Avidya. Simultaneously, you have to learn the Vidya also and Avidya also.
Visheshwaranga's story. He did not know Avidya, so he fell prey to it. Krishna Kirtan Pro.
Daily we should do some type of preaching, like book distribution or
Prasad distribution
or Sankirtan. Harina.
Yes, that's why he has the guts to. Others will feel shy to revise that. पहले नहीं बाद में सब स्टूडेंट पूछेंगे प्रभु क्या है जस्ट बिकॉज टीचर डजंट नो ऐसे पॉइंट बता रहे हैं आप क्या कर रहे हो यस एनी अदर any problem in your department a person anything is going wrong it is your duty you do it set it right or get it done through somebody you cannot just say no it's okay then you are not a leader you are a misleader or you are passive just passive head you cannot be called leader
The real renunciation is renunciation of false ego. And you said that humility, tolerance, respecting others, and not expecting any respect. These four qualities, when you develop, then you can chant 24 by 7, and that is a real sannyasi.
Freedom from false ego. That is real sannyas. His Holiness Radhan Swami Maharaj said on the occasion of the sannyas ceremony of His Holiness Bhakti Rasamrita Swami Maharaj. Yes. Any other? Or? So, okay. Thank you all very much for your kind participation. You gave me a lot of enthusiasm to speak. Satam prasangan mama virya samvido. So whatever points came, that was all because of your enthusiasm. My desire to serve you to some extent, but yours also participation. So thank you all very much. ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय श्री प्रभुपाद की जय पृथु महाराज की जय भूदेवी की जय समवेत गौर भक्त वृंद की जय निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल हरे कृष्ण
Hare Krishna. So let us very heartily thank Prabhuji for such beautifully opening his heart and opening our heart also for surgery.
Open heart surgery. Open heart surgery, I think.
Thank you very much, Prabhuji. Your purity itself is so inspiring and attractive.
Purity? How purity came in picture?
That's why you can speak such very deep matters, in a very jovial way. That in a jovial way we get purified without much pain.
Huh?
Without much pain.
What? Always smiling. Yeah.
With smiling we get purified.
Smilingly purified.
Let us thank Prabhuji very heartily by one time Lord chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
भक्ति वैभव विद्यार्थी वृंद की जय
His Grace Sundarshyam Prabhu की.
दिस बैच बोलेंगे कि कौन सा भक्ति वैभव की बैच की बात कर रहे हैं कौन सा भक्त वृंद विद्यार्थी वृंद
So in June we won't have our